Yo, I hope everybody had a good weekend. You guys already know what time it is. This is the panel, and we are going to talk about Kawhi Leonard having a historic night. 55 points, a Clippers record, a career high, and who did he do it against?
All right, that ain't too important, but it was the Pistons.
Oh, okay, all right. Doesn't really matter where. It just matters that he did it. All right. Yeah. But Kawhi went off yesterday, fellas, and then a lot happened this weekend as well. We're gonna go ahead and dive into everything that happened over this weekend. Swiper, didn't somebody else have a big game this weekend?
Yeah, I mean he's done it pretty regularly at this point, but I guess it would be a big game for most people.
It's just whatever now.
I mean, he has 8 of them, which is more than anybody else in the last 50 years, so that's a lot. Just regular season.
Which is more than anybody in the last 50 years. So the last person to do it was who, Swiper?
No, the last person to do it, Giannis had one in the playoffs last year. But like people have done it. So like it's definitely, but he's done it 8 times, I think, to 6.
Yes, sir.
Is it difficult to do, or is it just like can I do it? Like, can I just like?
I mean, if you ask certain people, that's just PRA, so it didn't really mean anything. But yeah, I mean, definitely. Unfortunately,
2 years ago you were people. By the way,
I'm not a PRA person at all. I think
you definitely.
How would you say?
Just make it sound so easy.
No, because I think the issue is real talk. You believe Luka was better than SGA and Jokic that year. I don't, and like I'm saying, Jokic had a 26,
right,
12, and 9.
But you used to dismiss his PRA.
Yeah, because it was inflating just like this year.
No, it was not. No, it is not.
We're gonna revisit the conversation for 12.
But you were a PRA guy as well. So
no, I think PRA always matters. Yeah, it does. There's context to it.
But you did it in 24.
But Trae Young is a 26 and 10 dude every year. Like,
yeah,
we don't think he's
obviously better than Trae Young. So that was a bad.
You said
comparison.
what? You said what?
Luka's obviously a better player than
I'm not
Trae
comparing
Young.
Luka and Trae Young. Trae Young has constantly been a 27 and 12 guy. And so therefore he's like the definition of PRA stuff, but we don't put him top 5. I don't think Luka was better than SGA or Jokic that year. So I mean, there's just really we're just
PRA matters when PRA matters when it
does. Real talk, it does matter. But is Jalen Johnson playing better? Is Jalen Johnson playing better than I don't know? Let's just say like Donovan Mitchell this year. Because
now you're arguing against your own statement.
No, because Jalen Johnson's more PRA than Donovan Mitchell this year. But obviously, there's context to that. He's not been better.
But what I'm saying is okay, so
there's nothing to be confused about at all.
No.
Because if we're going to revisit this conversation for the third year, it's not going to go anywhere.
You like to try to do the 34.99. You used to talk.
That was great. It was a great season.
But you were just talking about it's just PRA. But now because Jokic has great PRA, now
Jokic has great PRA every single season.
All of a sudden, yeah, but now it makes the argument better these last few years.
Yeah, well,
so if Luka was close to the efficiency that either one of them were, then we would be in a similar boat. Sure, I think we could have a conversation.
But Swipe was a couple of years ago.
Difference between that.
But Swipe a couple of years ago, that 26, 12, and 9, it wasn't the same. Like you wouldn't talk about that.
But that was Jokic's second best defensive season of his career. The Nuggets had the top 5 offense, top 5 defense that season. It was just like everything was. That was a completely different kind of season. It just wasn't even. It wasn't even the same at all. So like comparing 34, 9, and 9, which was a great season by the way to Luka. I don't even think he was better than Shea that year. So like real talk, he's arguing about Jokic. He got to clear Shea that season. I said that then when we argued about that Shea was better that year. So there's
I didn't bring up anything about. All I said was. You're changing your position on PRA.
There's no changing of the position.
It is. It's a clear shift.
A 34, 21,
because now your guy wins the PRA argument. So now you like to use PRA.
No, but this is what's real talk. This is what's like what's simple about you sometimes. He literally is the definition of PRA. Every year, 26, 10, and 8 his first year. Nobody but 2 people had ever done that. The next season, it was 27, 14, and 8. Nobody except for 2 people have ever done that, or 1.
Right.
And then the next year
in 24?
was 24, 12, and 10.
Did he have the best? Did he have the best PRA in 24?
26, 12, and 9 that year.
Yeah, it's not better than 34, 9, and 9.
He wasn't a volume score. He wasn't shooting the ball all the time. Like that's he was scoring better than Luka the whole season. So we're doing this again. We're going to do this again.
You're intentionally missing the point.
I'm not missing anything.
But it's fine. You know,
yeah, because it was Trae Young. Was Trae Young better than Steph Curry?
It's Monday. Maybe your gears aren't grinding to the full effect. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
not. No,
maybe
real talk. What happens is when you start losing arguments like you did in the PCL, you start
I've
losing.
never lost an argument.
What you did,
so
you did.
Never lost an argument.
You did lose to me in the PCL.
I beat you damn near another pin for me.
No, factually, you did
Getting
lose
wins
in the
and
PCL.
dubs off you was easy for me.
No, real talk. You factually did lose in the PCL, and then people even said that people even said that I was Derek. I was Derek. People even said that I clearly got robbed in this year's PCL. But listen. And by the way, I didn't start this argument, so y'all get mad at me about something that got something to do with Jokic. I didn't even start this. All I said is that this is the 8th time he's had a 30, 20, and 10 game, and I moved on. I was ready to move on. And then he brought up some nonsense about Luka. But there's no now I love PRA. No, real talk. What you're not going to do is re-represent what I'm saying. I've always said it always matters, but it's not the end-all be-all. Just like I told Chill literally 2 days ago that I don't think Wilt Chamberlain in 1961 when he had a 50 and 25 year is doing what Jokic is doing better than this season. It's really that simple. Really that simple. It's not all PRA. I just don't. We already had this conversation all the way around with multiple players, mind you. I don't think Kobe was the best player in the world. Could he average 35 points a game? We've had this conversation multiple times. We've done this multiple times.
When I say that, I'm on some nonsense.
No, it's not nonsense. It's just real talk. It's just he doesn't know how to see arguments through clearly. It's like it's not always going to be the end-all, be-all. The same way it's not for Trae Young. The same way it's not for Luka. The same way it's not for Wilt. It's that simple. You just keep.
Now swipe it to your point. Now swipe it to your point, man. In real talk,
who leads the NFL in passing this year? By the way, he's the best. He's the best pass. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. Goodness gracious, that's just the way it works.
If we're going to be transparent,
nuts.
If we're going to be transparent about it, I believe in the 24 season that Lucas, that Real Talk is talking about, where Luka went 34-99. He was taking, I think, 8 more shots a game than I think he was taking 7 more shots a game than Joker was that year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you can fact check that because I think Luka led the league in shots that year. Real talk.
It was 24 a game or something, 23 a game or something.
I think he led the league in shots that year, if I'm not mistaken. So. I mean, of course, if you're taking more shots, I mean that's one of the main reasons why, I mean, he averaged almost 10 more points.
Okay, so take more shots. I don't know.
He didn't have to. That was the whole point.
This is like I've never understood this argument about the only reason why he's scoring more points is because he's taking more shots.
Yeah,
I know how that goes usually.
Luka has been a worse scorer this year, taking more shots.
Hey. Somebody chat. Maybe we got niggas that are scoring without shooting. Maybe I didn't know. I didn't know that was happening in the league.
Hey, but chill. You know what's so great about you bringing that stat up is Real Talk is acknowledging this whole year Luka is having an underperforming season despite the fact he's leading the NBA in points per game. It's like he's obviously taking more shots than anyone else, but he's been worse than SJ by far, worse than Jokic by far. So he knows this in his brain. He's worse than Giannis this year by far. He knows it's in his brain. The problem with Real Talk is he's not able to conceptualize. PRA is not at the end. It's not going to be the end all be all. No, Real Talk. When you start talking through when other people are talking, I know this is how you know you lost. Because you yourself don't think Luka is actually the best scorer in the league this year. I'll stop.
Represent my position.
I'll stop.
To make a counter argument to a position I didn't even have in the first.
Do you think Luka's the best scorer in the NBA this year?
No, but
okay, then shut up. Then that's what I'm saying. Move on. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron. We can move on. He's averaging 35 a game, not the best scorer in the league. I wonder why. So we can add context now. So Real Talk can add context now, but not to 2 years ago.
Added context.
Sure. We can move on, Ron. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Swipe in Real Talk.
Good cook.
The thing about it is like that whole 7-minute back and forth started, and I wasn't even talking about Jokic. I said somebody had a big weekend, right, Swiper? But you know, sometimes we get Swipe and Pin mixed up. I was thinking Pin, but I accidentally said your name. I was talking about Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes, yeah.
I was waiting to see
Big Scotty Barnes.
I'm like, there's a couple people. I didn't want to say too much because I didn't want to jump in on a
roll. What was that, 20, 25, and 10? What was the number?
23 points, 25 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Real talk. We had a small forward pull down 25 rebounds.
Crazy.
A small forward.
Crazy.
Hey, Scotty Barnes, like I said, he always helps you win in the margins. You know, that's the player he is. He's going to help you win in the margins.
How does the 3-man put out 25 rebounds? Am I watching Elgin Baylor again?
Well, you playing center. He was playing center that game.
He plays a lot of, forward and
they had him in center because Jakob Poeltl wasn't there.
Swiper, you're not going to do that because
he was playing center. I'm saying he was.
Even if he is playing center, that's plenty of times that Draymond's played center. Draymond ain't pulling out 20 boards.
Well, he did it against the Warriors. That's funny enough because they don't have a center. I mean, that's a part of it too.
That would be the reason why both him and Steve Kerr got into it, because he's sick of battling them damn monsters down there. Get us a big man around here, because I'm tired of doing it. He's sick of that. But the point is there's plenty of guys when they go small that are at the 3 spot or at the 4 spot that don't pull down 20 rebounds.
I agree. Yeah, Scotty's crazy.
I mean, how many times have I seen that with small ball lineups, and these guys don't pull down 20 rebounds, 25 rebounds? That was pretty incredible for what he did. Pretty incredible. That's been their biggest problem all year, and it's going to be their biggest problem all year until they shore up their 5 spot. It's, to Ox's point, it's a buffet at the rim. We get whatever we want whenever we want.
Is that your point, Ox? Do you have any type of points you would like to make, Ox?
No.
Anything you would like to say, Ox?
No. Ox just want to talk about one thing. Ox want to get to that one thing. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking at Ox now. You know what song come to mind? Swipe, breathe again. Because after he took off that tight end turtleneck, that turtleneck was choking his ass last night at the game. But it was a cool sweater, though. I did mess with the sweater. But it did look like you had a hard time breathing.
Come here.
But, you know, I'm going to let you get your Kawhi stuff off today. You know? You've earned it. You've earned it.
51 points in 3 quarters?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for everybody who doesn't know, once again, Kawhi Leonard broke the franchise record in scoring for the Los Angeles Clippers and set a career high with 55 points last night. And it wasn't just the fact that he scored 55 points. It was in the manner in which he did it. Kawhi went 5 for 10 from 3, 7 of 26 from the field. Also grabbed 11 rebounds, 16 of 17 from the free throw line. And what was most impressive for me is who he did it against. Now, Manny, we knew you were coming on today last week. I didn't call you last minute and say, "Hey, man, you need to come and fit for your."
That's
Pistons.
what I thought, Ron. I really thought you did that, Ron.
No, they didn't do that. We had a plan.
Okay,
I would have, but I didn't. Right. However, what I do want to say is, obviously, we know the Pistons have one of the better defenses in the NBA.
Definitely,
we obviously know that they have somebody who potentially can be the best perimeter defender in the NBA, Asor Thompson.
Yeah. This is,
go ahead.
Why
are you looking like that, Ox?
I mean, come on, man. That wasn't even a crazy statement, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't even crazy.
Yeah.
Chill, you know what I saw last night? I saw that, you know, the Pistons kind of, he caught him off guard. You know what I'm saying? They came out lackluster in energy. And, you know, Asar wasn't taking them as serious to start off the game because
it's too late.
All right.
By the time you get punched in the face a couple of times, you realize that you're in a fight. Then it's too late. The snowball effect had already started at that point.
Exactly.
It was too late. It was too late.
Hats off to Kawhi, man. Hats off to Kawhi. I can't even rebuttal that in any type of shade or nothing toward him. Pistons is a great defensive team. Yeah, they didn't start off hot, but Kawhi did, man. And I think his performance, having the type of game he had in 3 quarters, like that says a lot about him, and it says why he's still arguably a top 5 player in the league, depending on the type of debate somebody want to make. But I mean, he did this. I would say it's just a one-time thing of, it was a Pistons. It was a great defensive team. But you look at a couple of days ago, he did the same thing against Amin Thompson and the Rockets. You look at a couple of weeks ago, he was giving 39. Like, the man has been consistent over the last 4 games. And then if you look at the course of the season, his numbers has been solid. So, like, I mean, you say what you want about, it's just a one-game thing. He caught the Pistons off guard. They had a bad night. They wasn't there defensively. All of that, but at the same time, he's been doing this to multiple people in the league because he just gave the other team 39 a couple nights ago. So it's like, you know, I look at this and it's like, hey, man, hats off to Kawhi. Hats off to Kawhi. He was balling.
Hey, Chill, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're hot. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure my mic works.
Yeah, Mike, you hot. You're absolutely hot, brother. Yes, you are.
You know, hey, Swiper, you know that awkward moment of silence when you walk in a room and you know that this person got a problem with this person, and you just kind of, you just looking and making sure you kind of sitting away from the drama.
Let's get to it. I mean,
wait, what are we avoiding? I don't understand.
Okay,
What's the pause about?
I think there's apologies that need to be issued.
I just doing this no talking gimmick.
Right,
I don't know.
The no shooting gimmick.
The first thing that we have to address is like this is Kawhi Leonard, and this has been Kawhi Leonard all year long. Well, has it been? No,
he's been really good this year.
He's been really good this year. Yep, he's been absolutely great this year. But let's not make it sound like he broke the Clippers record for scoring. No, he didn't. James Harden had 55 this year. So let's make sure you get that. Don't leave that part out. James Harden put 55 on Charlotte earlier this year.
Oh, he just owns it.
Yeah, Charlotte. Let
me change the title of the show. I'll be right back, y'all.
What does James Harden? What does James Harden got to do with this?
Well, they said that they
because it's not about that. It's not about that. It don't matter. It don't matter who got the scoring record. It don't matter. I'm not saying nothing because this don't got nothing to do with me. I don't have any victories from this. This isn't about me. This is about Kawhi Leonard. So I'm just trying to let y'all give Kawhi Leonard some love. Absolutely. But y'all can't do that. Y'all some haters.
No,
y'all are haters. We're not. Chill, real talk. Y'all would do anything to try to discredit what Kawhi Leonard has been doing all season. Actually, I was about anything. Oh, this is because he didn't break the record. James Harden had it. And real talk trolling. Oh, they wasn't ready for it because of that hater shit you said the other day, Chill. When he did this shit to Houston. I always hear about how great of a defender Tamani Kamara is. I always hear about how great of a defender these little ass boys are, men in a Sword Thompson. And then I see Kawhi Leonard look at these niggas like the babies they are and bully them the way he do. And y'all gonna come up here and just try anything in your power to not give him no love. So that's why I'm not talking. This don't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan, but this don't got nothing to do with me. Okay. This is about Kawhi Leonard and y'all's hating asses can't accept the fact that my nigga back. Y'all can't accept it. You can't accept. Say his name. Y'all can't accept it. Y'all doing everything in your power to try to. Y'all, because y'all was watching that game. Y'all tuned in. Y'all thought, man, Asor got something for his ass. Watch, Asor gonna be the one to slow Kawhi Leonard down. Y'all thought that this little ass boy was gonna be the one to slow down Kawhi Leonard, and he over there cooking everybody. Double team, triple team, quadruple team. They had 5 niggas on him. 5 niggas on him. You can't do that with Kawhi Leonard. Everybody got some. Tobias Harris, what are you doing out here, Tobias? Get your ass on somewhere. Sword Thompson, little ass boy, get your ass on somewhere. What are y'all doing over here? Tamani Kamara, what are you doing out here? Amin Thompson, what are you doing out here? These are the guys that y'all love. These are the guys that y'all swear are changing the game. These are the guys that y'all swear are the best defenders you've ever seen. Man, somebody better send Kawhi the memo. Somebody better remind Kawhi, you're supposed to be washed. Somebody better send this nigga an email and tell him, well, you know, the reporters are coming in the locker room asking questions, so you ain't supposed to be able to play basketball. Somebody better tell this nigga to go plant some trees so he can save your favorite defender. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. My nigga back. Get me off the big screen, Ron. See y'all, cause this don't got nothing to do with me. It's about these hating ass niggas right here. The hating ass niggas to my left. The hating ass niggas to my right. It's about these two hating ass niggas right here.
What is he's back?
It's about these two hating ass niggas right here.
Let me help you out. I can
tell you. No, Ox nothing. Ox don't got nothing to do with this.
No, you said he's back. What does that mean?
That means he's giving numbers every night. He's giving buckets every night. It ain't about the numbers. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. Damn that. It's about the fact that y'all want somebody to stop him. It's about the fact that y'all hate it. It's about the fact that y'all watch it and y'all pray to God that one of these little ass boys can stop Kawhi Leonard from doing what Kawhi Leonard do. And y'all can't stand the fact that my nigga back. Y'all
hate it. Y'all hate it. Y'all like, man, y'all. And then when he missed them games earlier this season, it wasn't even his knee. It was his ankle. And y'all praying that knee will wake up. Y'all praying to God that knee will slow him down. Because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that ever slowed him down.
I gotta say something though. I'm all the way with you. I'm all for Kawhi is back. Can't nobody do nothing with him. However, the only thing that concerns me, and I'm not saying I'm on this side, but I would be a fool not to think that we haven't seen this before. That's my only concern, is that we've seen this situation happen before,
like that.
where he's come back. He had a great month of basketball, great 2 months of basketball, and then we don't see him for another 3 months.
And why is that? Why is that?
That's my only.
But that's what they're praying for, though, man. That's what these two. That's what these two hating ass niggas up here are praying for. Because that's the only thing. That's the only thing that can stop him. That's the only thing that can stop him, and that's what they praying for.
Can you imagine praying for somebody's injury? Real talk. Can you imagine like wanting somebody to get hurt? Can you imagine that? Real talk. Like,
that's the only. I seen man, because I seen this movie before. They come out here and pray to God that He not gonna do this to their favorite players every time.
Imagine wishing for somebody to get hurt.
They praying for it.
On my downfall.
So you could be So you could be
brothers
right.
prayed on my downfall.
Wishing somebody got hurt. So you could be. So you could be right. Like I hope that you get hurt. I'm praying that you get hurt. I don't want to see great basketball from you. I want you to get hurt. Does that even make sense? That doesn't make any. If we could get this, if we could get this Kawhi Leonard, even though last season we had a stretch of Kawhi Leonard like this: 29, 32, 27, 31, 28. My biggest issue has always been with Kawhi Leonard. We've seen this before. Can I get this for an extended period of time? That's it. Not necessarily praying for his downfall. I want to see Kawhi Leonard be awesome. Yesterday is a prime example. One of the things that I really think was dope about Kawhi Leonard was very decisive about what he wanted to do. There was no in-betweens with what he was trying to get to. Nothing. Get the ball, I'm facing you up, bomb. 15-footer right in your face, 2 dribble pull-up. There was nothing that was off the cuff. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew exactly where he wanted to get to. And the reason why he does that, Ox, is because physically I'm limited. I can't skip in the lane and punch you.
No, he does that because he's better than whoever's guarding him. That's why he does it. Because it's easy. Because he's better than who's guarding him, and he don't got to do all that other shit that these other niggas got to do because he better than them. That's why. Manny, you know what Chill did? Yes, you know what Chill did the other week. Manny, you know what Chill did last week, Manny. Chill came up here. Chill came up here and told the world. He told the whole world. He told everybody on national YouTube television. He said the only reason Kawhi Leonard was giving it to the Houston Rockets, these weak ass niggas that can't guard him. He said the only reason that happened was because they didn't expect it. They not taking Kawhi seriously. They wasn't prepared. They wasn't prepared for that. Like Ime don't know who that is. He wasn't prepared for Kawhi Leonard.
That's tough because I mean it's hard to make that argument because
that's not even an argument. That's just some hater shit.
I'm just saying because you look at last month around Thanksgiving, he had 40 or had 39 day after or the day of on Thanksgiving. Earlier in this month, the first of the month, he had another 40 piece, 38 I think it was, and then a couple weeks later, play the Rockets, get him a 40 piece. Now you play the Pistons, get him a 55 piece. Like so, it's hard to say like he catching teams off guard when it's happening on multiple occasions. That's the only thing where I'm like, I know people are like, oh, well, this team wasn't at their best game when they played Kawhi and all of this, or they wasn't prepared for him and things like that playing Kawhi. But it's like Kawhi, I mean, you see it coming. You see the train coming at you full speed. And if you got to prepare for it. If you see he lit up the rest of the teams for 30 and 40 and now 50 points. So whoever's the Clippers' next matchup, you see, oh, damn, Kawhi just had 55. So we got to do something to prepare for him. And if he still somehow gets 40, it's really just him being that dude. Like, it's him being that dude. I think that's all you got to chuck it up to. And again, how long can he sustain this is always a concern for me. But the question of if he's that dude and will he do it again and things like that, I mean, that shouldn't be a question.
No, Kawhi Leonard is definitely playing. He's actually playing some really good basketball this year, right? But there's a fellow panelist up here that always says, he's very wise, very intelligent, very good basketball mind. And he frequently says, scoring is the easiest part of basketball.
No doubt.
It's not really,
no doubt.
It's not really anything to, go gung woo about. He also says, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm talking about a very smart gentleman right now. I don't want you to interrupt. He's also said
the hell with that smart gentleman.
He's also said
it is
somebody has to lead a bad team in scoring, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, somebody has to go out there for the Clippers and throw the orange ball up into the hoop for that trash ass team. Somebody has to do it. I guess it's Kawhi Leonard, right? Because you know
what else, Manny? You know what else, Manny? Is that some people are terrified because they realize, oh shit, the Clippers are just a couple games out to play in. Agreed. As trash as they are. Some people are terrified because they're like, oh no,
afraid of
They're 4-1.
Scary.
They're 4-1 in their last 5 games, Locks. They're top 7 in offense and defense over the last 5 games. So look, I'm happy for it. I want the Clippers to be in the playoffs. Personally, everybody knows I picked them, to come out. You know what I mean? So look, let's do it. Let's do it. I hope this is real, Locks. I really do. I hope this is real.
Look,
I hope the winning is real.
always been real.
I hope the winning is real. That's what I'm saying.
How could it be? How could it be fake? Y'all love Houston. Y'all love Detroit. Chill. Yep. You love the Portland Trailblazers. Y'all love all these great wing defenders and all these bigs they got.
Basketball, and I love awesome basketball players. And the reason why I love awesome basketball players,
except for Kawhi Leonard.
You know why I love awesome basketball players? Because I get to see them a lot. That's why I love awesome basketball players. I get to see them for a long time.
Yeah, you see Kawhi Leonard more than Anthony Davis the last 3 years.
Ooh, is that a fact?
Shit.
Damn. Is that a fact?
Swiper. Anthony, remember,
is that a fact?
I know Anthony Davis.
Is that a fact that I've seen Kawhi Leonard more than I've seen Anthony Davis?
Because he said Anthony Davis was a top 10 player
regardless. Is that a fact that I've seen Anthony Davis more than I've seen Kawhi Leonard?
It's close.
Are you sure? Okay,
it was 68.
He played 68 last year.
It was 68 2 years ago. Last year, Kawhi played. I can't remember the exact numbers, so somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think
he's played more games this year. He's played more games than AD this year.
So including this year, I do think he played more.
He's played more games this year. Even though Anthony Davis over the last 5 years has played more games.
I said 3. I said 3.
Okay, of course you said 3 because 3 that satisfies your number. But over the last 5 years, since he got hurt,
AD got hurt.
Wait. Last year. Kawhi only played 37, huh?
Yeah, and then 46 for 80. Was that what it was?
Okay,
so that's still more.
I think so. That 23-24. Kawhi played what? 68.
68 to 79.
Okay, AD played like 75.
I think he played
79.
79. Okay,
80 games that year.
But including this year, I don't know what the number is. What I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So
okay, so
how about you check your facts before you just?
Well, I was saying that's why I put it in there. Saying I think.
No.
I said I think.
Fact checking though. To your credit, he did say fact checking and make sure.
The point.
AD played 16 games this year. Kawhi Leonard has played 21. So look, 5 more games this year, chill.
5 more games.
And I don't see you talking about AD being hurt. So respect Kawhi. You said AD should get a supermax.
I did say that. Wait, no, I didn't. No, I did not say that. He could. We actually talked about Josh Giddey. That's what we talked about. We didn't talk about Anthony Davis. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to
that's super.
Okay,
my bad. That's a different conversation. My bad.
First of all, let me tell you what these dudes try to do. They turn words and they try to turn them into other things and and it sounds nasty as hell. What I said
put names on it, chill.
Okay, this dude right here, Swiper in particular, he's one of those dudes. What I said was the conversation started was I said that the Chicago Bulls have their point guard and they should max him out. The term supermax came in, even though he's not eligible for a supermax yet.
Because he hasn't had an All NBA. I agree. Yeah,
he's not eligible for a supermax, but he is their franchise point guard. But if I let Swiper tell it, would you give him a supermax? Even though Swiper knows for a fact.
Well, you said you would pay him a supermax over Giannis. You said between him and Giannis, you would pay him a supermax.
Okay, what I said, and once again, Manny,
I got you. I'm with you.
This is again what we're talking about. What I said was, I understand with Giannis's history of injury over the last couple of years, why owners would be apprehensive about paying him the supermax. I would pay him the supermax.
You say you be
I said that.
You don't get to be right here. I was with you. I had to submit Fox that day. You said between Giannis and Josh Giddey, you would pay him $275 over Giannis. That's what you said.
I ain't gonna lie, Swiper. I didn't hear him say this. I did not hear him.
Because it was on Chill with Swiper. It was a Chill with Swiper episode from 3 weeks ago. And we had a conversation
on the show. What you asked me on the show was, would you pay? And I said I would pay Giannis. I absolutely said that. I would pay Giannis. Go check the tapes. But let's get back to Kawhi Leonard. Can we do that? Can we get back to Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah,
let's get off of Kawhi. Let's get off of Kawhi. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else because real talk can't handle this no more because real talk is dying inside. The pain is too much from the bear. He's watching Kawhi destroy the Lakers, destroy Houston, destroy Portland, and then destroy Detroit. He hates it. He hates it.
He is playing phenomenal basketball. He's one of the 10, dare I say, maybe one of the 7, 6 best players in the world right now. So why are the Clippers trash, you ask? I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with Kawhi Leonard. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's everybody else's fault but Kawhi Leonard. Right?
That's a fact.
Are bad, not because of Kawhi, but it's James Harden's fault again. You know,
who said who? No, it's not James Harden's fault. It's all them other niggas. It's Kobe Sanders. It's all these other niggas.
Kawhi Leonard has finally got his head out of his arse and started playing some good basketball because early in the season when James Harden was out there putting his big ass on his back, carrying him, you weren't up here saying anything. You weren't saying anything about Kawhi Leonard when he was out there getting carried. When James Harden was the only positive offensive player on that team, you weren't saying anything.
Yes, you.
When Kawhi Leonard was not good on offense or defense.
He's not talking about me. He's talking to Swiper.
Now he's had a good 2 weeks, and you want to come up here with your little cute Kawhi Leonard jersey on.
You a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie. That's what you is. You was a lie. You was a goddamn lie. And you know you lying. You a lie and the truth ain't in you. I can't believe you up here telling this lie.
Congrats. You have 55. Cool. About time. The best player on the team started playing like the best player on the team. About time. Yeah.
About time. It's crazy.
Can we get
this nigga lying? No, we can't. No, we can't because he just told a lie, and your ass tried to back him up talking about you. Like I've been up, like you, nigga, you lying. I'm talking about I ain't up here. I'm not up here saying nothing about Kawhi Leonard. I've been defending Kawhi Leonard from you bum ass, hating ass niggas all goddamn year.
Listen to what you've been defending. You've been defending. You know what you're defending.
But okay, wait. But you admit I've been defending it though.
Stop right there because. Let me tell you real talk who Ox is defending. Ox is defending the husband who driving his pregnant wife halfway to the goddamn hospital. That's what he's doing. You know who he defending? He defending the dude.
Should be all right. Should be all right. She tough.
I'm not
she tough.
He's defending.
I don't got to drive the bitch nowhere. Should be all right.
He's defending the guy, Swiper, that's supposed to be in the fight with you. He just swung on the dude. After he swung on the dude, he gone. You can't find him nowhere else after that. That's who this dude is defending.
Well, you should next time protect your neck. Keep your hands up.
I'm so sick of you.
We snaking niggas. We walk around snaking niggas. You better get your hands up. Protect your neck. Guard your grill.
This is what.
Yeah, I'm defending it. You goddamn right. I'm defending it.
What Kawhi Leonard has been over the past 5 years has been.
You thought the Blazers was going to do something. Who? Somebody come on, little ass boy.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about
a sore.
What I want to talk about is
little ass boys.
Like, why we keep talking about defenders, Ox? Like awesome defenders don't get
because they not defenders.
Yes, they are.
No, they not.
Come on, man. All right.
How you going?
No. They might be great defenders when everybody else come through, but they ain't no great defenders when Kawhi come through. They look like the little ass boys they are when Kawhi come through there.
I've seen Kawhi get locked up plenty of times, respectfully.
That's the point. Yeah. That's the point, Ox. The fact that you're an awesome, that's the fact that you're an awesome offensive player, an awesome bucket getter, the fact that you're that, you can 100% torch great defenders. I've seen it time and time again. Your man, Scottie Pippen, Dominique Wilkins used to fry his ass.
And Kawhi Leonard to fry his ass too.
Hey, but you know what? You know what I'd like to see? Go back.
You talking about Dominique Wilkins? We talking about one of the goats, Kawhi Leonard. Dominique Wilkins can't tie my nigga practice kicks.
Go back to my.
I want to talk about that bum ass Dominique Wilkins.
Going back to my original point, Manny. I
wonder who Chill thinks better between Dominique Wilkins and Kawhi.
Kawhi.
The fact that it's Leonard. The fact that Kawhi Leonard has been able to do it over the course of time, that he's been able to do it now, I think is great. I'm not expecting 55. I'm not expecting 40s. But can I get 2 months of Kawhi Leonard basketball? Can I do that, Ox? Can you give me 2 months of Kawhi Leonard basketball? Can I get?
I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that, Chill. I can't guarantee that.
Stop talking to me like this dude is regular. He's not. Stop talking to me like this dude has been doing this on the regular. I get a dude that show up to work half the damn time, and you want me to talk about this dude like he shows up on the regular. No, he doesn't. You know why
I don't care when he show up. I don't care.
When he does show up to work and he does get busy, you want to talk to me like, yo, why you can't see it, Chill? Because I don't hardly see him. That's why I can't see it.
I'm gonna bring it up every single time you step on the court. I don't care. I told y'all before the season started. I only want 45 from Kawhi. I don't give a damn.
I think that's smart.
And if you get 45 and then we get to the playoffs and he's solid like he was last year, is that enough for you, Ox? Because he was solid. Let's not act like he was elite last year in the playoffs, because no, he wasn't. He was not.
We rewrite history. Kawhi was cooking.
Kawhi
was cooking last year.
Chill. No, chill. Wait. Because real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna need you to chill for a minute, because until you came up here talking that bullshit, Chill was very, very well acknowledging the fact that Kawhi was cooking. Chill being a fence jumper right now because y'all put the pressure on him and tried to convince him that Kawhi Leonard wasn't awesome in the playoffs.
Chill said that Kawhi cooked in that one game. I think he went for like 39 or something like
39
that.
39 points.
Yeah, he went for 39.
He had that one good game.
He was like 12 for 14. He was not awesome he was not that those entire playoffs. He was good those playoffs. But he was not those playoffs.
Well, say that. Say that he was good. Say that he was good. You trying to downplay. You trying to downplay talking about he was solid. He was solid. He was all right. He was solid.
What's the difference?
Good, because good is better than solid.
Okay, okay. You don't like the word solid. I'll take solid out. You know what?
I interpreted solid as good personally.
I don't know. Okay, so he don't like that. So I'll take the word solid out, man.
Hey, Manny, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop being a fence jumper and stand on your nuts. Nah, brother. I'm gonna need you to push it. I'm gonna need you to push your issue, bro. Stop jumping around trying to defend that shit you're talking about. I'm gonna need you to pick a side, Manny.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Ron, that super chat right there about AD is completely correct. Chill ain't said nothing about AD. Kawhi been way better than Anthony Davis this year. Way better. Way better.
He barely play.
Wait, no. It's not better, but that's the point. He's played 16.
Would you like to read the super chat?
Yeah, I got you. Howdy 789. $5 super chat. Thank you. Swiper is spitting. Winter Chill and Real Bulk going to have the same energy for AD. He's missed so many games for the Mavs, and he's been mid. Kawhi been way better than Anthony Davis this year, Chill. Way better.
Absolutely, he has.
And you ain't said nothing about AD all year. About how you letting his team down and all that other stuff. You only show up half the time. All the stuff you're saying about Kawhi.
Did we have a conversation earlier last week when
would you like to say something?
Yes. Didn't we have a conversation earlier last week when he hurt his groin and I was like, yo, I'm so sick of this guy. Every time I turn around.
He been mid before he hurt his groin. Was his brain off when the year started?
He was not mid before he
Yes, he was.
Hey, Swiper, you're gonna need to put some respect on Anthony Davis, bro. Anthony Davis.
Kawhi been way better than AD this year. I just want the same energy.
No, he has, but we don't have to disrespect. We don't have to disrespect.
I'm not
Anthony Davis to big up Kawhi.
No, I want the same level of quote unquote accountability from these two jabronis. Right.
Well, don't expect that because they're not going to give it to you. You're asking for too much.
I tell you what.
You're asking for too much.
No, Ox. I got you.
I ain't got no.
Watch this, Ox. I guarantee you, if Anthony Marshawn Lynch Davis had 55 double nickel versus the Pistons, she would have been up here.
And 8 stocks. 11 rebounds, and 8 stocks.
AD came out tomorrow and had a 55-point game. I would do it the other way because I know he's going to be injured. So I think it's two different things. I feel like it's levels to it because Kawhi, he be playing, but AD he gave you 3 games and then he hurt his finger, he hurt his leg, he hurt everything.
I don't know if you remember, Swiper, last week when they lost to New Orleans. I think he went almost 30 and 20 that game. You ain't hear peep out of me because he couldn't rebound in the fourth quarter, couldn't score in the fourth quarter, couldn't do anything. He went almost 35 and 20 that game, if I'm not mistaken. You can go check the numbers. He got busy that night, right? But he couldn't score. They kept him off the glass. They kept the basketball away from him. They kept him out of the offense.
At least Kawhi will finish games. But if AD get hit in the chin too hard,
this is so nasty.
He's done.
Hey, swipe it. And he'll shoot the ball over 3 defenders on pull-up middies, on shots that y'all swear are inefficient, on shots that y'all swear that basketball players shouldn't take.
Who is y'all?
Who's this, Kawhi or AD?
Kawhi.
Okay, so with that being said, Manny, are we not up here, not daily, but have we not had the conversation about Kawhi Leonard being not if not the best, one of the 5 best mid-range shooters in NBA history? So why are we talking about this dude in the mid-range being so awesome? We already know that. That ain't news. Ain't like you telling us something.
About Steph Curry 3-point shooting.
So chill. I don't want you to talk about nothing nobody good at again. If you can't,
as a ball handler,
and you do it. So if you can't talk about stuff that people are good at, then don't do it no more. Then don't do it no more. Then
you're the one who just said that we talking about Kawhi Leonard like the mid range is bad. I'm a mid range merchant. I always talk about the mid range. All I do is talk about the mid-range. So I am a mid-range merchant, 100%, 15 to 18 feet. I always talk about the mid-range. With that being said, Kawhi Leonard against the Detroit Pistons, very decisive. Got to it. Did not let anybody who was covering him off the hook. Ausar Thompson, who I want to talk about being one of the better defenders, we have to start normalizing defenders getting roasted. We have to. You're still an awesome defender, but you could get your ass kicked. And you could get your ass
no doubt.
Like Kawhi Leonard, because Kawhi Leonard is no slouch when it comes to getting buckets. He has proven that over the course of his career. The problem is that he can't hold up. But when I got to listen to, but when we get a 55-point game, Manny, or we get a 40-point game, I got to listen to this dude over here, this dude with the braids, tell me that, without the injuries, he the GOAT. Man, I swear to God, I'm about to, man, get the God.
I see both.
You about to what? No. You about to what?
I see both.
We don't care. Do it. We don't care because he a bum knee away from being the GOAT, and that's a fact. And you're gonna have to just live with that. All right.
It's been that way for a long time. Your point, it's been that way for a long time. When he was with the Spurs and when he left the Spurs, like he's always been in that conversation of one of the potential GOATs, but it's just the sustainability. Like, it just never has been that sustainable, whereas he's there every single night consistently. Because it's been so up and down. And that's the part where it's like I see both sides. So it's like I'm not trying to jump ship and be on both sides of the gate, but it's like really I like Kawhi. I like what Kawhi do. I was on the side at one point in time that Kawhi was up there with LeBron, and if not better than LeBron. However, it's just the sustainability. We ain't really been able to see him continue to do it year in and year out consistently every time he steps on the floor. It's like he give you a 2 months and then and it's been absolute worse since he's left the Spurs. Oh my gosh, it was already bad with them, but then ever since he left, we seen one season really where he was just dominant all year, and that was the Raptors, and he ended up winning the championship, which was dope. But since then, it's been I'm gonna give you a solid 3 months, and then I'm gonna rest for a month.
That's not
true.
Give
you solid 2 months, and then I'm gonna rest. True. How isn't it?
Because he played multiple seasons where he's had the majority of the year.
Brother, the last season we saw Kawhi Leonard play 37 games. But I find it very funny.
Well, he was hurt coming into the season, to be fair.
But that's
whatever the case may be.
Well, and matter of fact, remember he got hurt. He got hurt in the playoffs because because I know real talking at least acknowledge this. He got hurt in the playoff because he was backpacking. Because Paul George and James Harden didn't want. Well, James Harden showed it kind of. Paul George didn't show up. He got hurt in the Mavs series because he was doing too much and doing everything for that team. And then he hurt his leg on the dunk.
Bro, you know how many
hurt going into the summer, the hurt going into the year.
You know how many times we've seen a player do too much in a playoff series, but yet they still played the next series and the following year and all
degenerative knees?
It happens so many times. But that's just my point. It's always something. It's always something that
the degenerative needs that's an issue.
Let's not discredit him and how good he is when he's on the court. Because again, I said I think he potentially could have been one of the GOATs had he always been able to be on the court. But it's just the availability. Availability is your best asset.
But can you blame him for having a degenerative need? That's a genetic thing. He literally can't do anything about that.
But that's like an excuse. That's it. Oh, Derrick Rose
not an excuse.
He had better knees. That's if. That's an if. Like, that's an if. That's not what's actually happened and what actually is going on. What's actually going on is he's not able to play basketball as much as we all want him to.
He played enough for me.
I mean, I was happy. Like I said, I wanted him to be one of the GOATs. I wanted him to have.
He played more than enough for me.
You know, I just find it very interesting. I find it very interesting. There are two characters up here who give a player as historic as Kevin Durant such a hard time, but come up here day after day after day, making all kind of excuses for Kawhi Leonard.
Who are the players?
What Kevin Durant got to do with this?
Chill is an anti-Kevin Durant person up here, by the way. That we have this conversation.
Is that true too?
No, it's not.
Talking about the
Talking about Ox and Swiper?
I'm about to say, add Chill to that list. Add Chill to that list. Remember real talk. Remember last year when Kevin Durant had a phenomenal year and Chill was like, well, if he's playing that well, they would have won more games. Remember that? That was him too. He was a part of that.
Hey, mind you, real talking Kevin Durant, they feel the same way about Kawhi. They praying that nigga can't play.
I like Kawhi Leonard.
You a goddamn liar.
I'm a fan of Kawhi's game. I really am.
You was so mad. You been so mad at Kawhi this whole past week. How he beat the shit out the Lakers, beat the shit out the bum ass Rockets, beat the shit out the Portland Trailblazers, beat the shit out the Detroit Pistons. All these teams and all these players that you love, you hate to see it.
Why would I hate this?
Man.
Came up here begging for just looking for a reason.
We ain't got to pray about Kawhi Leonard. We don't got to pray about Kawhi Leonard getting hurt. Real talk, we don't.
Nah, you care.
We don't have to pray about him getting hurt. Even though you wouldn't do that, even though you would not pray about him getting hurt, because you want to see great basketball. Swiper, you want to see great basketball. I want to see great basketball players.
Unless it's Kawhi.
Right? So you don't have to. You don't have to. Even Kawhi Leonard, yes sir. But I don't have to pray about him getting hurt. You know why I don't got to pray about him getting hurt?
Because he's gonna get hurt anyway.
Hey, Chill. You know what else you don't have to pray about?
What's that, bro?
You don't have to pray about your next source of income because it's right here on the screen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a thing called Splash Cash, and you can get that by way of the Splash Sports app. In this app, you will have access to your favorite teams, your favorite players on those teams, and their player projections. Now, before I get into everything, you can scan this QR code on the screen or you can click the link in the bio. Once you do that, you will jump into the Splash Sports dash. And when you get to the dashboard, you will see a bunch of different players. And those players will all have player projections. And your job as a basketball knower, as a hoop knower, as a ball knower, is to look at that player projection and either say this player is going to go more on this player projection or this player is going to go less. So let's take Kawhi Leonard, for instance, yesterday. Hey, Ox, I was with you at the Blazers game yesterday. I was with you all day. What was Kawhi's point projection yesterday?
27.5.
And when you seen that 27.5, hold on, wait. When you seen that 27.5, what did you do? Did you go more or less?
I thought he was going to hit for like 26.
Oh, so you took the less.
Remember, I did, and I was like, you know what's going to kill me is if everything else hit and Kawhi's the one that go more. And that's exactly what happened too.
Huh. So you the one who sold us this time, Ox?
It happens.
It happens. It does. More for Ron though. More times Ron will sell us.
But you know who I didn't sell on. You know who I didn't sell on, no chill. Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm. And
somebody else y'all hate on. Okay.
Ox, we'll get to that in a second. But before we do that,
I'm on that right now.
Sell today. We are only buying today. All right. So let's see, who are we buying? Swiper, you want to jump in here and maybe Make a good pick for once.
Well, I went 3 of 3, by the way, on the press box. We got more on Josh Allen pass yards. Boom, hit that. We got more on Rico Dowdle rush yards. Boom, hit that. We got more on Devon Achane rush yards. Boom, hit that. So make sure you address me correctly when you talk to me, by the way. So I want to make sure that I acknowledge what's happening in the NBA today. Let me go to Ron. By the way, didn't you take less on Jamal Murray the other day too, and then he hit more as well?
I'm taking less on Jamal Murray today.
So you're 26.5 versus Miami today. You know, it might be a blowout, so it could be correct. It could be correct.
Ron, they might smoke Miami.
I know what you want, Swipe, but hold on. Let me get to it.
No, I don't do point
there
per assist with him. Nope, I don't touch that.
There it is.
I don't touch it. I don't touch it.
You don't touch PRA?
No, that's too much. That's too much. They might not be a game within the game. So that's, you got to be no.
That's fair. Yeah, he might.
Who you want to rock with, Swiper?
Y'all know y'all don't play good enough defense to blow anybody up.
Let me see. They have actually multiple blowouts in the last 2 weeks. Let me see here.
That's not true at all.
Well, they got Giannis at 27.5 points today.
They've also been blown out too.
Yeah.
You want the less?
Don't leave that out real.
Well, they've lost by 10 one time this year, by the way.
Houston smoked y'all a couple of weeks ago. What are you talking about, Swiper?
Who did?
Houston smoked y'all
that's
2 Saturdays ago.
The only time they lost by double digits this year.
Did y'all not just get blown out a couple of days ago by who did I just see y'all get blown out? They
lost by multiple points.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
One time this year. Update your facts. I'll take Giannis more versus Charlotte. He's definitely going to do it versus Charlotte. Yeah, I'm taking Giannis more today.
It's low hanging fruit right there. That's a good pick, Swiper. Real talk. Is there anything that you would like to potentially throw in this contest that we got today?
Let me see. I'm 2 for 2 on actual basketball. Are you right? Because we're on the basketball show. We don't care about your football picks. I
made more money than anybody else up here on Splash, by the way. Make sure you got that. Brokey.
Let me see. We have that's Golden State versus the Nets. The Nets are on a back-to-back because they played last night, pretty sure.
MPJ?
Absolutely
Cam
not.
Thomas?
Absolutely not. Keep scrolling.
Draymond?
Hell no.
Paulo? Scotty?
Oh no. But definitely no.
Scotty came off a pretty.
You know what? Scroll back up. I'm going back. You said they playing the Bucks. Charlotte playing the Bucks. Where Con Canipple?
Con's hurt.
Oh, Con hurt.
Yeah, he sprained his ankle. This kind of
what's Kevin Porter points plus assists?
Points and assists. KPJ is 25.5.
Yeah, hit that more. Hit that more in the
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ox, KPJ. Another one y'all tried to say was garbage.
I don't care about KPJ.
Stop rubbing your eyes.
I'm taking OG Anunoby today.
Oh, you taking OG?
Of course, PRA more. I don't even know what the number is, but yeah. Yeah, never sell.
OG Anunoby PRA 25.5. That's kind of light.
Easy money.
Wait, who the Knicks playing?
New Orleans.
Yeah, that might be cash.
Chill, you want in on this?
Yeah, can I see
in on this lick?
What Josh Giddey line look like today? They got Minnesota tonight.
Josh Giddey.
You really are a Josh Giddey fan. This is.
Hey, what Ant Edwards? If they're playing the Bulls, what's Ant Edwards?
Let's see.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Hey, change my pick. Go over on Ant points. Easy.
Well, we just gonna add that on there because I'm gonna keep the KPJ.
Josh Giddey, that 18.5. I'm gonna take them more on that.
I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I actually love that.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take them more on that. Yes, sir.
Mr. Edwards, what you got for us, Mr. Edwards? 30.5. Real talk.
Ooh, damn, that line high.
Do less. It might be a blowout.
I'll just leave it alone.
30.5 is a lot.
Yeah, if it was 28, I'll go up to like 28.5. But once you start getting past that, I'll be like,
Manny, is there anything up here that you've seen that you like, man? That is a great more or a terrible less.
What's the Rockets? What's Amin? What is Amin line looking like?
Amin for scoring or rebounding or what? Blocks, turnovers? Which
I'm
one?
just trying to see what he got. I'm just trying to see what he got first.
Amen has
17.5
PRA, 30.5.
17.
I'll take that. Yes, sir. I will take the.
It's at 13.
17.5 his points.
17.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet. Thanks for that.
Now, just so you know, he only had 13 a couple of nights ago, so he due for it. I mean, a couple of nights ago when they played Cleveland, he only had 13, so he due.
And who they got tonight?
They play
Pacers.
Yeah, they play
Pacers.
Indiana.
That's probably money. I ain't gonna lie. And then what else we got?
Mm-hmm.
Points assists at 23. What's that points rebound? Points assists rebounds at 30. Points rebound at 25. I think I'd take that. That'd be money. More.
All right, we got the more Amin points and rebounds 25.5. That's how we rocking, y'all. We got Giannis Antetokounmpo points 20.5. Kevin Porter Jr. points and assists 25.5. OG Anunoby PRA 25.5. More. Josh Giddey points 18.5. We going more. And last but not least, we got Amen Thompson 25.5 points and rebounds. That's how we rocking today. Y'all join the winner's circle with us, or let us know which picks are better and the picks that we should have made. All right, fellas, we got a few super chats. The people have spoken. The people have spoken, and this is what they have to say right from the top, y'all. Jordan Reed said,
"You with me, yeah."
Jordan Reed said, I saw this on TikTok a few days ago, but which historic duo would you build around for a decade? Shaq and Curry, KD and LeBron, Hakeem and Jordan, or Wemby and Magic?
I don't think I'm gonna get 10 years. I'm not sure I'm gonna get 10 years out of Wemby. So I would love to build around him. I just don't think I'm gonna get 10 years out of him. LeBron and KD, I love that. And Curry and Shaq.
You ain't getting 10 years out of Shaq either like that. I'm giving me Hakeem and Jordan.
And Hakeem right there.
Yeah.
I'm taking Bron and KD. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Bron and KD are the best duo
KD
right
in
there.
one place for 10 years? Shit. I got
right.
5 rings.
Imagine that.
Bron and KD are the best duo right there. As much as y'all.
How are they the best duo? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to ask that.
That doesn't even make sense. No, I mean to ask.
Why do you think they're the best duo?
That doesn't even make sense.
It's two. The first off is two wings. We've seen two wings coincide with one another, and one of them is one of the greatest shooters ever. Next to one that's one of the greatest passers and playmakers ever. There will be a demon team in transition. There will be a demon team defensively on the wings.
Breach.
And you already have you're combining one of the greatest scorers ever with one of the greatest passers and playmakers ever, who's also one of the greatest scorers ever. So
I'd rather have Kawhi and Uncle Dennis. That's the duo I want.
I'm sure.
That's the duo I want.
I'm sure.
And you getting us fired. That's what you doing. You getting us fired if we got that duo, because them niggas ain't.
How many rings would Hakeem and Jordan won in the 90s?
I ain't gonna get 10 years out of him, but I'm glad you brought that up.
We'll be all right.
Because number one, if I'm getting 10 years of these two dudes, I'm getting 10 years of Olajuwon and Jordan both developing and turning into that, right? So if I'm getting Jordan turning into that awesome two guard with the mid range, then expanding his game out to the long ball line, plus him being able to get to the bucket, Olajuwon being that box work guy, not only being that box work guy, but being a defender that he is, we're gonna be lights out on defense. We're definitely gonna be able to dump it into him. To get buckets, and in the process of him getting buckets, he's gonna be a glass cleaner, and Jordan gets on the glass too. And over 10 years, I can put shooters around those guys. I can put other defenders around those two guys, and it just works. I would probably go with those two.
They both got drafted in 1984, and then one went overall number 1, then number 3, and then Hakeem made the championship. What, 86 or 87?
Yes, sir. 86.
86. And then you would have had early 80s Jordan 2 plus late 80s Jordan versus the Pistons. Versus the Celtics.
Hakeem and Jordan don't work because they play at the same area of the court. It's not as cohesive as LeBron and
respectfully,
LeBron and KD can play.
Respectfully, brother.
They don't play at the same. They don't play in the same space. I mean, Olajuwon plays on the box. Jordan plays in the air, which means Jordan plays on the wing. Jordan plays in transition. Olajuwon mostly played on the block, and then he expanded his game out to the mid range. And then Jordan pushed his game a little bit out to the long ball line. So no, they don't play. They don't play in the same space. No, Jordan will definitely throw the ball in the post. Definitely throw the ball into the post.
Jordan went in the mid post.
Well, he wasn't in the mid post as he got older, sure. But with Olajuwon on the floor, he would definitely give Olajuwon that space. No question about it.
Chill.
Yeah, they would have figured
sides of the court. What are we talking about?
What do you mean?
If Jordan's on this side of the court, Hakeem can be on this side of the court.
Sure, I can get with that.
What you think they're just gonna post it right next to each other?
That's what I'm saying. No, they're not playing off of each other as good as KD and LeBron.
Why would they not play off of each other?
I'm saying as good as KD and LeBron. They don't play off each other as well.
Yeah,
it's not about you. You can
better
say
off-ball guy than KD in this conversation. Like KD coming off ball is
Steph Curry
crazy
I mean,
in this conversation. Steph was okay. Steph was picked, but in terms of somebody who's not a point guard or just controlling the show, I think KD is one of the most diverse players in this conversation of being able to play off ball, being able to play on the block, high, low, wherever you need him to play. He can literally do that. If you need him to only play from the perimeter, he can do that. And then you also have LeBron, who's everywhere on the court, cleaning up, doing whatever he needed to do to help his team win, and controlling the pace. He could play the 1 through 5 if he needed to. Hell, so it's like I just don't see a combination that's better than KD and LeBron.
But I've also seen James as a bucket getter, and that's taken away. He never played with a bucket getter like KD. So his ability to pass, I'm not going to argue that point, but his ability to score. He's never played with a bucket getter like KD, and he's played with some bucket getters. But
what about LeBron not knowing how to be the guy though until he got with Wade? Think about Hakeem and both. Hakeem was a guy immediately. Jordan was a guy immediately. They knew they were animals when they walked in the league. They were hunting for heads at that.
Imagine that defense.
Imagine the heart and the grit.
I did watch LeBron have some episodes of being that guy early on. Mind you, the second year he was in the league, he literally dismantled a championship Pistons team.
Second year in the league.
Am I wrong?
No, it's year 4.
Oh, year 4. Okay.
I'm about to say.
That's fine. Okay.
LeBron didn't make the playoffs. You know who didn't make the playoff first 2 years of their career?
Either way, he still was a very young guy and dismantled a championship team in the Detroit Pistons.
Everybody went their separate ways.
No, he was great, but Jordan did that. Jordan did that year 2, by the way. Jordan did that year 2, by the way.
I mean, that's Mike, but the development ain't.
Oh, that's Mike. So when Mike does it, it's Mike.
I mean, it's Mike. I expect great things from Mike.
Hakeem did it too. His second year. Matter of fact,
that's cool. But when we got both of them, when we talk about peak, obviously
nobody clearing peak Mike.
No, I'm not saying anybody's clearing peak
Mike. Hakeem might be throwing that list
I'm not
too.
saying anybody's clearing.
No, he ain't clearing them neither.
I'm just saying when we talking peak, the guys at their peak, what LeBron evolved to be at his absolute peak is monumental. What Kevin Durant evolved to be at his absolute peak is monumental. The evolution of basketball going to continue to carry on, and guys are going to get better. Practically a 7-footer doing everything that the 6'6" guy can do. That's not being stopped. That's not being stopped. And to add on to that, you have
one was a better scorer, so.
Doing everything the 6'6" guy can do, and you also have
can't do everything he can do. By the way, I don't feel like we need to lie
down the court faster than anybody else on the floor.
But why do we have to lie about LeBron? He doesn't do everything Jordan can do, and Jordan doesn't do everything LeBron can do. They're completely different players.
Of the things he can't do like Jordan. Kevin Durant can. So there's
he can't.
Yes. Scoring wise, yes.
That's all I'm saying.
One of those players is much more clutched than the other, by the way.
He's the guy who tips the scale,
None of them do what Hakeem Olajuwon does.
Olajuwon's the guy who tips the scale. Yes, Olajuwon is the guy who tips the scale because he's the guy. We're getting stops on defense. We're rebounding better. We got a better rim protector. We got all of that stuff.
Switch, run zone,
and on top of
DHOs.
On top of switching, rebounding, rim
screen
protection,
setter.
I can also go to him. To your point, Manny, I can just like you go to KD for buckets. Guess what? I can go to for buckets. I can go to Olajuwon for buckets when Jordan ain't got it going, and when Olajuwon ain't got it going, I can go to Jordan for buckets. And then if both of them won't have it going, we're gonna get stops. We're gonna get buckets somehow because defensively we're just so good, and we're gonna turn that defense into offense. I can't say that for a fact.
So this is true, and I'm not.
Y'all just had to mix. Y'all just had to mix Bron and KD together to make Jordan.
You can argue all the same stuff with LeBron and Jordan. I mean, LeBron and KD.
LeBron's already a superior player.
Michael
Jordan. You don't have to put anybody to be better than Michael Jordan with LeBron James.
Let's not turn this to it. Let's not do the LeBron and Jordan debate.
And what I'm building, like, if I got Olajuwon and I got if I got Olajuwon and I got Jordan, what else do I need to build around these two guys? All right, so I got my bucket getter on the wing in Jordan. I got my 2 guard. In addition to him, I got my 5-man. I got my dominant rebounder. I got my dominant rim protector. I got my dominant space eater, right? I got all of that. Plus, I got a guy on the box with buckets. All right, so now I got to get a dirty work guy. In addition to getting a dirty work guy, I need another wing, just a fast guy, because we're going to play fast because our defense is so good. In addition to us playing fast, I need a ball handler. I don't need Kyrie Irving. I don't need John Stockton. I don't need somebody like that. No, but I just need somebody that can control pace. Right,
so shooters in there.
Give us Kyle Lowry.
Right,
and that's all they need is Kyle Lowry.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going.
And that team would never lose.
Kyle Lowry.
Okay, all right.
That's exactly where I was going next. I need somebody to stretch the floor, right? And the reason why I need somebody to stretch the floor because I got a box work guy in Olajuwon, so I need some space out here. I can't have people just sagging off of you. So once I get that, and I'm building around these 2 guys, I think I could do a much better job as opposed to both a guy in James and Jordan, James and KD, who both of those guys need the ball to do what they do best.
Kevin Durant does not need the ball. What he does, that's an absolute lie.
That's the only.
Kevin Durant's one of the best off-ball players of all time. That is not true. Kevin Durant's been coming off pin downs since OKC. Hell, since Seattle, he's been coming off.
But he's playing off the ball. But he does need to be involved in the offense, right?
Okay, and so does Michael Jordan and Hakeem. They
100%. But who plays? Who do you think plays off the ball better, Jordan or KD? I do want that answer, real talk. Who do you think play? You think KD plays off the ball better than Jordan?
Yes,
I think so, man. Y'all ain't gonna like my answer.
Because I think with that triangle offense, I think with more ball movement, I think it made Jordan even better off the ball. More action.
Now Jordan was really good off the ball.
Really good on that. Let's even though Jordan got up a lot of shots, he was
much better on the ball. Now what? So like I don't want the ball off. I want ball
and Jordan.
I want ball and Jordan. Ball and Jordan. I don't want ball and not Jordan. Ball. I want Jordan on the ball. Period.
Right.
Okay. And if KD was going against Craig Elo 1-on-1,
now we're doing Craig Elo. Now we're doing Craig Elo. Right. But when KD got switched out to Steph Curry in the Western Conference Finals, never mind.
See, y'all act like y'all don't even know Craig Elo was actually dope, but Michael Jordan made him look like he wasn't so dope.
To get cooked though.
He just brought up a white guy. That's all he wanted to do. He wanted to bring up a white guy.
Y'all act like y'all don't know how dope Craig Elo was. But
and see, this is the same. Okay. This is the same nigga. And see, this is why I don't mess with Ox, because just earlier he was trying to discredit Sword Thompson being a really good defender.
Craig Elo's better than the Sword Thompson.
Both good defenders.
At basketball. Craig Elo's better at basketball. No, because I keep hearing y'all trying to dissect basketball, and Craig Elo is better than all these niggas you're talking about. Craig Elo's better than the Sword. Craig Elo's better than the men. Craig Elo's better than the in two mighty Kamara. Craig Elo better than all of them.
This goes to the point though that good defenders can also get cooked. Like that,
well, we all know that. That's we all know that. That's not something that we have to. That's not even something the discussion we have to talk about. Of course, they can get cooked, but especially get cooked by Kawhi Leonard.
Is Scotty Barnes better than Craig Elo?
And y'all talking about Kyle Lowry. Them niggas can't win with Kyle Lowry. Who do you think they are? Kawhi Leonard. That's the only nigga that's going to win the championship with Kyle Lowry.
If Kawhi Leonard can win with Kyle Lowry, Hakeem and Jordan can win with Kyle Lowry. Get the hell out of here.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a
Kyle Lowry.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's not a little crazy. That's
they won with Steve Kerr and John Paxson.
Man, what are you talking about? Right.
Kyle Lowry. Yeah.
Right. We won with Steve. We won with John Paxson and BJ Armstrong. You think we can't win with Kyle Lowry, with Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon? Get the hell out of here.
So yeah, he could win with them players in the early 90s. The league was weak.
Damn, that's crazy.
Now we're going way too far. Stop it.
Yeah, that's kind of a
don't chill. Don't even do that.
Come on, man.
In the 90s,
because what happens all the time? What happens all the time on this show? every single episode, and I have to either be on here or click on here trying to get some good PC content. And you know what ends up happening every single day? This generation gets shat on every single day. Oh, the players today, they not as good. They're not as good as Craig Elo, right?
Well, that's not me, though.
We hear shit like that regularly. But when I say that the 90s, truthfully, were trash, they get mad.
It was not, though. That's not true.
Real talk. Is Sword Thompson a better basketball player than Craig Elo?
He's a better defender. That's what.
Is he a better basketball player than Craig Elo?
As far as what?
Oh, yeah. I thought so.
18, 19 years old.
No, he's not.
You can't answer the question. You can't answer the question because you know that Sword Thompson is not better than Craig Elo.
He's a young dude. He only got 2 years under his belt.
He's gonna be 19 forever, like Jason Tatum, ain't he?
Nah.
He's 22. He's 22 years old, bro.
I genuinely got it wrong, but he's a young dude. He only got barely even 2 seasons under.
Craig Elo was a star. I don't know what y'all talking about. By the way, I just disagree. Real talk that it was trash.
Saw him getting his ass
because they had crazy talent, but the league is clearly deeper now. Much deeper now than it was then. That's not argument.
Skill set wise, sure, but they're not better basketball players. They don't got no basketball IQ. They just stand around watching niggas dribble the basketball.
This is not true.
They're not cutting the open. There's a few of them. There's a few of them. That's what you're saying. It's true. Absolutely. These cone drill basketball players are super talented. Absolutely. They're really good at doing step back threes and all of that. They are very, very talented, super talented. The league, as far as talent wise goes, is way deeper now.
They move more off the ball now.
I agree with you. But they don't have any basketball IQ.
Who was moving off the ball like that? Never mind.
They don't have any basketball IQ.
You know, it's just wild to say the 90s was trash. Like it's wild to say that.
Can somebody name me the elite perimeter players of the 90s?
Yeah, actually, let's go through the list. Let's go through the whole list.
We actually don't.
Can we start with Mitch Richmond?
Yeah, he was great. Let's see.
Why are you looking like that? You don't know how good Mitch Richmond was?
He never watched it.
You ain't never seen Mitch Richmond a day in your life, except for when he was old playing with the Lakers.
Real talk. Know that this is not.
Wait, hold on. We had Anthony Hardaway and John Stockton, Mitch Richmond, Gary Payton. We had Reggie Miller and Clyde Drexler. That's 6 right there.
Joe Dumas.
Kevin Johnson was on that roster. 6 right there. Mike Price was on.
Ron Harper.
Ron Harper was there. Ron Harper was really good. Tim Hardaway was really good. He also made an All-NBA team at this point.
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice was also cool. He was more of a wing than he was a guard.
But he a perimeter player.
You throw a lot of different guys in there.
I don't know if you remember this.
Rod Strickland also made All NBA over this point too. Like J.R. Ryder.
Go ahead, Chill,
because
Chill, you was live and in the flesh in the 90s.
I mean, all the guys he said you left out Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones.
Yeah, he left out guys.
Eddie Jones was All NBA player. Real talk. Stop.
Hey, real talk. You ain't got nothing to say.
See, look, wait. See, look in the chat. He said, I said Ron Harper, and this dude said Ron Harper played with Jordan.
Right. See, you don't know.
So he don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
We know.
Maybe you know. I'm talking about the chat. I'm talking about everybody else, and they gonna say Dylan Clears. I mean, you know what Ron Harper to do to that little ass boy? Man, go ahead, man.
He's literally
nah.
He really is that.
No, hold on, real talk. Hold on. But just right quick, just hold that.
Nobody said Grant Hill either.
I do want to. You know, guys, we're a basketball platform. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of people that tap in that want to learn basketball who don't know basketball, and that's not a diss. It's people that literally tap in because they just want to learn more. If you guys don't know about Cleveland Ron Harper, go do your homework. If you don't know about rookie, second year, third year Ron Harper, go do your homework. He was good in his latter years when he played with Jordan, but Ron Harper was a star player. He was a number one option. Ron Harper was dope. What was Ron Harper?
8 years.
Early years.
8 years, he averaged 20-5, 20-6, and never made the All-Star team, by the way. This is the Ron Harper.
Because of how deep the league was at the guard position.
He never made one time did he make the All-Star.
No, it was. Real talk. Are you really saying it? No, I'm not talking about real talk troll.
Man. Wait.
You said name the elite guards in the 90s. I did.
No, I said perimeter players. So
that's right. Perimeter players. I named guards.
Okay. Damn.
We ain't even done yet. We still going.
Okay. Now, any of those players y'all just named better than Dwayne Wade?
What?
Dwayne Wade.
Are any of those players y'all just named better than Dwayne Wade?
No.
Dwayne Wade not playing in the NBA.
No. I want y'all to answer the question. Because what I'm saying is that
how many of these little niggas today are better than Dwayne Wade?
Got better post Michael Jordan.
Who's better than Dwayne Wade right now? Real talk.
I'm not talking about right.
Well, you make it seem like
Aaron talking about Dwayne Wade. What are you talking about?
I want to hear this.
Let him finish. Go ahead. Real talk.
The point is that there were better perimeter players post Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was winning in a big man era.
Yeah,
that was the dominant position.
But he was also winning in an era where the wings were awesome. I can tell you right now.
The wings are way better today.
Okay, the wings are. I think.
What does Dwayne Wade got to do with today?
I think the wings are better. I think the wings are better because of the talent,
bro.
I do think that the wings are. I think that the wings are better today because of the talent, and I'm not going to argue.
I don't.
But I do think that there's wings during that time, real talk, that will come in and do very much what they were doing back then. I can promise you, real talk, Glenn Rice would fry these dudes. I can promise you, big dog Glenn Robinson would fry these dudes. There's not one dude.
Is he better than Kawhi Leonard?
A Sword Thompson.
Hey, yo, wait, hold on. You keep Kawhi name out your mouth.
Yeah, no.
You naming some of the best ever to play basketball. You like
that's the point.
Okay, so
a man came after Michael.
Glenn Robinson.
You know what Mitch Richmond would do to the NBA today?
With the real 2-3 to the league. What are we talking about?
But hold up,
wait, no, damn all that. Because Mitch Richmond is better than Devin Booker. Mitch Richmond's better than Devin Booker. Mitch Richmond's better than Devin Booker.
Wait, why are we saying that he didn't play versus 2-3s? There are clearly a bunch of 2-3s he played against over the course of his career.
But Charles, this is a nasty.
No, I just went through it. Brother,
real talk. This is a nasty pull from you because clearly you bended the whole context of the 90s and you said, give me the elite perimeter players, which is fine. But we all know that the 90s was a big man era. So if we want to do that and get technical, name me the elite bigs today. Name me the elite centers.
And how elite are the bigs if they really get ran by a 2-guard?
There's a bunch of 2-guard threes.
No. See, that's so nasty. Because
But Ron, why do you let him move it though? You don't even have to do that. There were a bunch of guards that he played against.
That's what I'm saying,
no,
Ron. Please don't.
It was.
No, but Ron. But wait, Ron. Because what you're doing is you're buying the bullshit that Real Talk is trying to sell you.
Exactly.
We're naming 15, 20 elite wing players, perimeter players. We weren't even done yet. We were still going, and he was, and that's how good it was. Mitch Richmond, Glenn Rice, these dudes
Joe Dumars,
elite basketball players.
Drazen was around during this time. Clyde Drexler, John Stockton,
Real talk.
Magic Johnson won MVPs over this stretch.
It's not our fault that Real Talk don't know how good these players were.
James Worthy was around during these stretches. What are we talking about? He played against multiple Hall of Famers.
You got to take
in every iteration of his career.
Real talk. Just take this one to the chin, bro.
Real talk.
No. First off. Wait a minute.
It's not our fault that Mitch Richmond's better than Devin Booker. That's not our fault.
Wait, what?
That's not our fault. It's not our fault that Glenn Rice and Eddie Jones will terrorize the NBA today. That's not our fault. It's not my fault that Eddie Jones will make J-Dub quit in the second quarter. That's not my fault. It's not. It don't got nothing to do with who better than Glenn Rice. You a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie before you even say the name. It's not my fault that Real Talk don't know how good Mitch Richmond was. That's not my fault. You don't got to buy into that shit, Ron. That's not on us.
So Real Talk, you was talking about the better wings in the game, and you said who's better than Dwayne Wade? I can promise you, back then. There are plenty of players. It's not like Dwayne Wade would just run through the league. No, he
who better than Dwayne Wade today? Nobody.
Nobody. It's not that. I don't think that Dwayne Wade would run through this league. So and we're talking about again, Real Talk, and we're talking about the wings. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the wing players, right? That's what we're talking about. I can promise you, Grant Hill would have gave him hell. Grant Hill would have given him hell dealing with Dwayne Wade. Dwayne
Wade would have been the second best player in the world.
No, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't. Respectfully,
He would be the second best player in the world today.
He wouldn't have been second best player in the world.
Hakeem and Jordan are in the league.
What are you talking about?
Peak Dwayne Wade?
Who's better than Dwayne Wade today?
What does peak Dwayne Wade look like?
David Robinson is in the league. Prime David. Shaq was in the league. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, real talk. I don't know about that one.
No, that's fine. I'm just naming the names. I'm naming the names. So just in that era alone, you had Karl Malone at his peak, Charles Barkley at his peak, David Robinson at his peak, Hakeem Olajuwon at his peak, Michael Jordan at his peak.
He's not better than him.
Just that list alone. Just that list alone.
He's not better than him.
That's crazy. Now, I'm not saying that Dwayne Wade and D-Rob are on a conversation, but to just first off, Jordan and Hakeem are clearly better than Dwayne Wade. Like clearly better than Dwayne Wade. If you want to have a conversation after that, then whatever, cool. But Dwayne Wade was the third best player in the league in his prime. Now, what about that then? That doesn't make any sense.
Because he's playing behind. Well, I think the number 2 in his era then is better than number 2 right now. But I want
to know who's better than Dwayne Wade today.
You're saying Kobe? You're saying Kobe was better than Hakeem?
Yes, I have Kobe over Hakeem on my list.
No, what you're saying at their peak? No, at the peak. You're saying
who's better than Dwayne Wade today? That's what's important.
Who's better than Dwayne Wade today? That's a great question.
Is Devin Booker better than Dwayne Wade today?
No.
I'm asking real talk. Is Devin Booker better than Dwayne Wade? Is Anthony Edwards better than Dwayne Wade?
No.
Is Joker better than Dwayne Wade?
08, Dwayne Wade?
Yeah. 08, 09, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
No.
Is
Joker's not better than that version of Dwayne Wade?
No.
Okay. Wait a minute. Stay right here. Swipe a stop, man. Is Giannis better than him?
No.
There's nobody better than Dwayne Wade today. Nobody.
Is Luka better than him?
No.
All right, y'all. All right, let's move on.
So none of these. So Dwayne Wade
is Shea?
So 08, 09 Dwayne Wade. 08, 09 Dwayne Wade. He's the best player in the league today.
Yes, absolutely.
No, he's not.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Well, no, of course it's not. No,
but Swipe, it's a good conversation though. It's even if you say no to Jokic or Shea,
no, I think there's two. I think SGA and Jokic are clearly better than him. But I'm also saying Dwayne Wade was also third in that era too, by a bit.
Hey, if D-Wade was playing today, it wouldn't even be no SGA. And y'all take that. Y'all can take that and do what y'all want with it. It wouldn't even be no SGA.
Wait. Do y'all see how quick
we getting a little crazy?
Look at the 180 that happened. Just
real talk. You did it too. You agreed.
I don't agree personally.
No, but first off, my point wasn't just that Dwayne Wade is better than everybody. No, because I want you to get the point. The point is that it's already widely known that today's league has better wings. That's already known, and has better defensive players for wings.
Widely known by who?
Well, the basketball universe.
Basketball universe is stupid.
Is J-Dub a better defender than Joe Dumars?
Hell no.
I'm asking real talk. I'm asking you a simple question.
Going no.
What kind of defense? Yes, I'm asking like on all or whatever, but no.
This is a very direct question. Is J-Dub a better defender than Joe Dumars?
Yes. Such a like.
Do you think he's a better defender than Tony Allen?
Joe Dumars?
No, I'm talking about J-Dub. No. You think he's a better defender than Tony Allen?
Not on the ball, not absolutely.
Okay, because I think that Joe Dumars is better than Tony Allen, but that's something different. We just go disagree. You think Joe Dumars is as good on
that's
defense?
Not wild. You saying Dwayne Wade be the best player in the world this year?
You said what?
It's not wilder than you saying Dwayne Wade would be the best player in the world.
That's just incorrect, man.
No, it's not.
Swipe. The crazy thing is that they don't know that Eddie Jones, peak Eddie Jones is second team All NBA right now.
Yeah, no, I said this already. That's who J-Dub remind me of is Eddie Jones. I said this months ago. Like I think Eddie Jones was crazy.
Eddie Jones better than J-Dub.
Yeah, Eddie Jones was crazy.
Let me tell you how it is. Peak Dwayne Wade is a lot closer to Michael Jordan than y'all want to accept, and I'll leave it.
Is he closer to LeBron? Is he closer to LeBron? Like
he was better than LeBron. He was better than LeBron.
No, he wasn't better than LeBron.
No, he wasn't.
I just don't need to lie about Dwayne.
I'm not saying that.
No, he
I'm not
wasn't.
saying that.
No, we're not going to do that.
But Dwayne Wade would have been in the same conversation in the 90s he was in the 2000s when he almost won MVP that year. He was clearly the third best player in the world. He would have been the third best player in the world at best in the 1990s. No, he wasn't crossing.
LeBron wasn't better. LeBron wasn't better than
Malone.
D Wade.
And Malone was crazy at that time too, and I don't like
Malone.
You know,
no,
so I'm obviously
he was not better than Malone.
You put 09 D Wade in the 90s. He's the second best player in the world.
Better than Hakeem, Olajuwon. No,
not true.
I'm saying
That's
just
not
move on.
accurate.
Just move on. Yeah, just move on. Just
That's
move on.
not accurate.
Yeah, go ahead, Ron. You got
Fellas,
it.
what I do want to ask you guys though is obviously we just talked about Hakeem and Jordan versus Bron and KD, but I'm running a poll right now, and Bron and KD are third on that poll. Jordan and Hakeem are second on that poll. Shaq and Steph Curry actually have 35% of the votes, and they are at the top of that poll. Do these guys actually deserve to be in this conversation?
That's fair.
I think it's
Shaq
valid. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's Steph and Shaq.
Yeah, I made that argument a couple months ago. That would be the best duo.
Yeah, that's big.
Dead or alive, not alive.
Yeah,
dead or alive.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Top five, or not top five. The best.
I still would ride with KD and LeBron personally, but I mean, I can understand why anybody would make the argument of Steph and Shaq. Like, it's a crazy combination.
I just think that with a duo like that, and how much attention is as much attention as Steph Curry gets, like Shaq would get even more attention because how dominant he was around the rim. Your defense has to collapse. Just naturally, you got to get him some help. You're not leaving Shaq or you're not leaving Steven Adams in the post with Shaq by himself. You're not doing that.
Oh.
You're not leaving Kevon Looney. You're not leaving Anthony Davis. You're not leaving Joker in the post by himself with Shaq. No, you're not. You can say that you are, but you're not
leaving Shaq. Yeah,
you're not leaving Rudy Gobert in the post by himself with Shaq. No, you're not doing that. You're not.
Steph. Yeah, I mean that would be a crazy duo to guard.
You have to help him because Shaq is going to destroy these guys. Like we always talk about, like guys getting 50, 60, and 70. That's what Shaq would do because we would go to him every trip, and it'd be almost impossible to stop him. And once the defense collapsed, now Steph Curry, where he shoots the basketball, he's expanding it even more. So now all Shaq got to do is just run to the rim. We ain't even got to worry about Shaq playing in the mid post. We don't got to worry about him playing in the mid range. We don't got to worry about him stretching the defense. All he got to do is just be a big man and run to the rim. And now you're finished. You got no shot. None.
All right, fellas. The next super chat that we're going to dive into. Also, if you're watching the video right now, you guys already know if you're on Facebook, like the video. Shout out to Jordan Banks. He liked the video. Shout out to Alex Nutt. He liked the video. Shout out to Andre Green, Andre Mosley, and Athanis. All of them like the video on Facebook. If you tuning in from Facebook, share the video, like the video. If you tuning in from YouTube, like the video, subscribe. And if you tuning in on Twitter, retweet, comment, share the video. Y'all know the drill. All right. Jonathan Frazier sent through a super chat. Jonathan says Scotty Barnes looking like Jokic. Kawhi looking like it's 2019. The Lakers played like a ... good basketball team. The Warriors, nothing new about them. They still suck. Sign me up, baby. I love basketball. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Shout out Kawhi. Shout out Scotty, too. That was a great game.
Yeah, I think Raptors low-key a slept-on team in the East. They could probably cause some damage in the playoffs, man. That's a solid basketball team, and I think once they continue to be a little bit more consistent, then they could really cause problems for people. It could be
brother. We had a Raptors versus Bucks conversation prior to the season starting, and it was hard to get people on the Raptors side at that point. But you know they're really good.
This was solid team, man. This was pre Giannis.
Yeah, it was no. But I said with Giannis included because remember we were talking about the rosters all together.
They were rolling,
and they were Giannis before.
But then the Raptors are still better. I made the argument they were better then, and I think they're better now. Still, respectfully.
Manny, over under more or less, Manny, 48 wins for the Raptors.
I think they see it. I feel like Raptors got a chance to really finish top 3 in the East. And because they are in the East, that's why I think they could definitely get over 48 wins.
If you look at the landscape of the East, I mean, I don't think that anybody has been anywhere, with the exception of the Pistons and the Knicks. anybody has been this solid in any space. Like this thing has moved from 3 to 8, and it's moved from 8 to 3. So, I mean, is it ridiculous to think that, you know, the 8th team can move up to the 3rd seed before the season is over? Do you think that the 9th team can move up to the 4th seed, or the 4th seed can drop to the 6th seed? Is it ridiculous to think that in the Eastern Conference this season, considering how wide open it is? I don't think it's ridiculous to think that. I don't, because the Miami Heat came out as great as they were as a transition team. It's going the other way. I don't think that Coach Spo is going to put Khalil Ware on the bench. If he wants to win games, Khalil Ware has got to play. It's really that simple. Khalil Ware has got to play. But with that being said, I feel like this Miami Heat team, I think they're rounding out to who they are, but they could also go on a run and win a bunch of games and get themselves right back up in the top 5 space with in the Eastern Conference. I think that they can do that.
Let me go to this, and then I got one that's going to lead us into the next conversation that actually I thought we wanted to talk about here. But, Chill, this is for you. Mextreme, $5 super chat. Chill, your Niners game of the year. I agree, Chill. I got either y'all or the Rams going all the way. F the Eagles. Knicks in 4. Giants 2027 Super Bowl champ. Chill. We have, for all the marbles, not just for division, Chill, for the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, 49ers without Fred Warner, without Nick Bosa, still contending for the top of the NFC. All winner take all, Seahawks versus 49ers. Still, how you feeling?
I said to you, I said to you, Swiper, a month ago, and Ron, who conveniently kind of ducked his head out of here a second ago, I said to you a month ago, I said that we were going to beat Tennessee, and in addition to beating Tennessee, we were going to beat Indianapolis, and this was before they'd signed Phillip Rivers, and I knew we were going to beat them. And then I said that Chicago's going to come out to the Bay, we're going to beat them, and then the last week of the season, the Seahawks are going to come to the Bay, and we're going to beat them for the division. And if you're trying to get to the bowl game, you got to come see us. You 100% got to come see us. That's 100. That's what's going on right now. Yesterday's game, I mean, you have to win games like that. In your building, you got to win games like that. Brock Purdy.
Hey, what do you say?
It looks like it's the new Douglas. That's what Brock.
He got 10 touchdowns the last 2 games. Chill.
Just saying. I mean, because here's the thing that people got to understand. Like, their quarterbacks, kind of like Josh Allen. Like, you got to accept certain things about him. And like with Brock Purdy, I accept the things about him that are bad. He's going to throw a pick. That's going to happen with Brock Purdy, right? But I can tell you what else is going to happen. He's going to move the football down the field. He 100% is going to do that. He's going to make big plays. Now, that illegal hands to the face where he threw that interception, I thought that was the game. I thought that's what turned the game around, because if that happens, I think the Bears, they're on their way to smoking us. But I thought we did a good job of matching their energy offensively.
Real talk, it was 21-21 at the end of the first quarter yesterday.
It was 28-28 at half.
It's a monumental game, man.
Yes, we couldn't stop them.
42 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think we stopped them one time. I think we stopped them one time in the first half, and they didn't stop us at all. There was no punts.
No George Kittle yesterday either.
No George Kittle, and we also lost our cornerback too. We lost our top cornerback. He hasn't been with us. So I got to be honest with you guys. I think we win in the division, and I think to get to the bowl game, you got to come see us. I think it's the Niners in Houston in the bowl game.
Niners in Houston.
Did you see Stroud yesterday? They're not making it anywhere. Stroud is garbage, like legitimately bad. He almost cost them that game yesterday. They should have lost. But I wanted to get to this show. We got to talk basketball, obviously. $10 super chat. Jordan Reed _901. Hawks are open to trading Trey, the 2024 overall pick, Zachary Richichet. The Mavs want to see Flag and AD and Kyrie together for the trade deadline, but reported if Mavs trade AD, they will discuss what destination fits him. Now, the reason this is important to you all is that we have Yahoo Sports. All signs point to Atlanta moving on from Trae Young ahead of the February 5th trade deadline, with the team indicating that they're looking for an exit ramp from the Hawks point guard, per ESPN's Tim McMahon. Now, obviously, Ox, we have been talking about this for a while, Real Talk and Chill especially. We've been talking about this for a while, so you're probably new to this conversation with us. Is Trae Young getting traded?
Hell yeah.
Where would you like to see him traded to is the question. And what do you think they should want back?
Before I say anything, I just want to address, I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. When they got Porzingis and everybody was hyped and they was like, oh, Hawks going to go to the playoffs and they're going to win. I immediately was like, not buying no hype. I immediately said they're going to be trying to ask for trades at the deadline. Trae Young going to be gone. Porzingis won't make that much of a difference because he's going to be up and down per usual. And the Hawks is going to be the same old play-in team. I initially said that before the season when all the hype with the Atlanta Hawks was going on. And I knew we was going to get to this point. So now that Trae Young is on the verge of being traded, I think this is the time to trade him because he has a lot of value. He still has a lot of hype around his name in the league. And this is the time where you could probably get the most in return if you do trade Trae Young.
I don't know if he has a lot of value right now, honestly. I know he's
just that expiring, yeah.
Yeah, I know that he just played well. Last few games I have seen that. Shout out to him. He's been very efficient lately, but I don't know what teams wants him, man. He's a highly paid player that comes with a lot of flaws and he bleeds a lot of value defensively, even for as great of an offensive player he is. The only situation I'm seeing maybe is like if Milwaukee wants to bring in a name. After turning away Giannis, right? And you can try to, you can put out billboards with Trae Young, on them and try to make him the centerpiece of your franchise and maybe build around him. But I don't see many options out there as far as
the downside.
Trae.
The downside, man, is he's small.
Mm-hmm.
He's a defensive liability. Yes, I get that part. The shot selection has always been tricky. Yes, I get that part. But with that being said, we also have one of the best distributors in the game. We also have one of the better bucket-getting guards in the game, and we also have one of the best clutch guards in the game because Trae Young has been good in the clutch throughout the course of his career. Now, he can turn the basketball over, but he's also a high-volume assist guy. He can definitely get guys involved in the game who need to be involved in the game. So if you have people who can cover up his flaws, which I feel like Atlanta has done for years, I think that him getting hurt and being out for that month really threw a monkey wrench in what they were trying to do. Because I feel like I would have liked to have seen more of him so we could get a better idea because this is the most talented team he's been on. Even before 21, this is the most talent that he's had, right? So I would have liked to have seen the expansion of Jalen and Dyson Daniels and Ricochet with him on the group. But since he's been back, I feel like they're trying to cater now to getting him back in the lineup, and it's not working. I don't think they've won a game since he's been back in the lineup, and it's just not working. I think they're 0-6 since he's been back in the lineup. So no, it's just
their problem has been they can't get any stops. Right, you see the scores to these games are, they're scoring 125 and still losing. They're scoring 130 and still losing.
That's crazy.
Swiper, you brought up a really interesting trade from Atlanta. Atlanta, I think Trae Young was involved in it for Giannis. What was that trade again?
So I'm building out another one now, but the first one that I had that I don't think they'll have to pay at this point, it was going to be Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Ricochet for Giannis Antetokounmpo, but I don't think they're going to have to do that at this point. They can find another way to make the money work, but right now the one I'm building is Trae Young, Zachary Ricochet, the 2026 Pelicans first-round swap, the 2027 Pelicans first-round swap, the 2029 Hawks first-round pick for Giannis Antetokounmpo. We'll have to throw some more money in there to make it work, but they could essentially just do Giannis, Trae, Ricochet, one more player to the both Pelican picks, and then the 2029 first round for the Hawks for the future.
Milwaukee would be nuts not to do that because I think that they would win some games with that group. I do. With Turner, who I'm not a big fan of, but with Turner, with Dyson Daniels, with Jalen, and with Trae Young, they basically giving you three of their core players who are still young. And it looks like Jalen Johnson. It looks like Jalen Johnson's going to be an all-pro this year. Not an all-star. He's having an all-pro season. So if you throw him in the trade and they're offering him with Dyson Daniels, who's been one of the better wing defenders in the game, and Trae Young, it'd be nuts.
So by the way, the 2027 pick, that is the pick that the Pelicans got. So in this pick, that pick in particular, New Orleans Pelicans received a more favorable of his 2027 first-round pick and Milwaukee's 2027 first-round pick, and Atlanta will receive a less favorable of the two protected selections, 1 through 4. And so this is, I think, is from the Drew Holiday deal that they got, the 2020 Drew Holiday deal, I believe.
But I've never been opposed to like, especially this season. I remember Damo brought it up about the whole Trae Young thing. And it's not so much that I was opposed to trading Trae Young. It's just like, what can you get back for him? And if you can find a way to get Giannis back in a Trae Young deal, then I think you have to do that. You have
Swiper,
to.
you didn't say Jalen Johnson. You said Rishi Shea. I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Jalen Johnson not going anywhere. He's untouchable.
I apologize. You said Rishi Shea. I'm on record saying
Rishi say Dyson and Trae for Giannis.
They don't want to give up Dyson. They don't have to. But I'm saying that for the money, I would be willing to give up Dyson in that deal because I think Nikhil is just better than Dyson all the way around. I just would rather have Nikhil than Dyson.
I'm been on record, real talk, saying it. I don't think Milwaukee's trading him. He's got to ask out. That's what's going to.
He has asked out.
I have not heard him ask out.
He asked out behind the scenes.
I've heard Dame ask out. I've heard. No, I have not heard him ask out.
He doesn't want to do it publicly. He's talking about this. He doesn't want to be the bad guy. That literally what's come down to it since the summer. He has said, "I don't have any control."
Is that realistic, though, Swiper? Is that realistic? What I mean when I say is it realistic? Is it realistic to think that Giannis doesn't want to be the bad guy, but asking out?
He absolutely had conversation behind the scenes via his agent.
So either you want out or you don't. Which one is it?
He does, but he doesn't want the backlash.
Then.
No,
I don't think he does. I don't.
No, chill. We already have we're confirmed.
Yeah.
In the summer via his agent, they did ask for trades with they had conversation with the Bucks front office. The problem is Giannis didn't initiate it because he doesn't want to initiate it. The same thing that happened with happening right.
This is people talking.
No. I think sometimes you get so lost in like literals that like you're not seeing the forest through the trees.
And the reason why I'm saying that's
very clear he wants to go. But the problem is that if he asks out publicly, you saw what happened to LeBron, you saw what happened to Kevin Durant, you saw what happened to Kawhi. He doesn't want that. He just doesn't want that.
So with that being said, if when you're with an organization for as long as he's been with an organization, I think he's been in the league 12 years now, 12 or 13 years he's been in. I mean, if he axed out, like what real backlash would he get? I mean, considering how long he's been. I mean, Dame didn't get any backlash when
Dame got a lot of backlash.
In fact, this was.
Portland, he got hella backlash.
I don't remember him getting any.
Damian Lillard for Portland, he got crazy backlash.
I don't remember him getting any. To be honest with you, real talk. This was
Dame definitely.
They basically ran him out of Portland. Like, yo, we got to get him out of Portland. We got to do everything that we can to get him out of Portland. Giannis, on the other hand, if Giannis doesn't want to be in Portland, if Giannis doesn't want to be in Milwaukee, Giannis can say that, right? Giannis can very well say, "I don't want to be here anymore."
I'm sorry, I really don't understand how y'all are still doing this. We're on year 3 of the cycle. Like it is very evident. The sources behind it are Giannis wanting to leave.
To your point, Swiper, this has been going on for some years. This is every offseason. It's the same thing. Giannis requesting the trade, requesting should he go? Should he? And it's always him sounding sad, like, "Oh, I just want to win. I just want it." And it's so to your point, I can see why that is valid. That he doesn't want it to be public, but I think it's inevitable that people are gonna not like his decision, no matter what, because at some point he's gonna have to agree and say, like, I'm going to the Atlanta Hawks. Like, at some point it's gonna be known that he's leaving Milwaukee, and whenever that is, I think people are going to be outraged no matter what, just because he's been there with so long. He don't won a championship with that team. So it's like, there's no real win about it. And I get what you mean. And I understand what he means, I should say, and like not wanting to come out publicly and request the trade. But I think it's inevitable that people are going to be upset that he's leaving the Milwaukee Bucks where he won a championship.
Of course they are. People are definitely going to. We've spoken on this before. Giannis is concerned with trying to remain the golden boy. We understand that. Whatever, right? But if your agent is talking about we want to go, then he's speaking for Giannis. Okay, Giannis is saying if my agent says it to the organization, then I'm saying it. My agent's not gonna go talk to the general manager and start talking about trade discussions unless I'm okay with that, unless I want to. So yeah, while Giannis can try to keep that cushion in between. That's what's going on. He said that's what he said. He said it was pretty much along the lines of I haven't had the conversation, but if my agent talks about it, then that's between them. So we know what that means. Giannis said yes. Giannis is out of there. He's gone.
So
he's gone.
I'll clarify for you right now. So Giannis's exact words were, if I get a text from my general manager, that's John Horst, that's the general manager of the Milwaukee Bucks, I will share the news with my family and I'll go do my job, which means that if I get traded, I'll let my family know and I'm out. I'm getting paid good money to do this job. I will go anywhere. I feel they need me. However, I'm not a guy who's going to ask for a trade. They should kick me out, which is I've always said that Giannis has to ask out. They're not gonna. He's not gonna.
The trade talks with the Knicks came out of nowhere.
One more time.
The trade talks from his agent with the Knicks and with the Bucks came out of nowhere.
Well, Giannis. Well, let's not act like Swiper that agents don't speak for players and players don't know it. There's times when that happens.
I think we should stop being simple. Then clearly, if that happened, it came from Giannis to his agent. Literally, chill. It's not like an agent went rogue out of nowhere and just said, "Yeah, let me just go."
That's what I'm saying, Swiper. Like, no, Giannis Antetokounmpo's agent isn't making moves without him.
He's speaking for Giannis. Yeah. I could get with that in a lot of areas, right? And this might, to be honest with you, Ox, this may be a situation where he tells his agent, "Yo, you handle this the way you see fit." Now, Giannis might not ask for a trade, but he might tell him, "Yo, you handle this the way you see fit." And if you think that's basically the trade, if you think exploring the trade is the best option, right, you handle this the way you see fit.
And chill, that's basically like some power of attorney type situation. If I give you the power to speak for me, then that means when you say something, I said it.
So
I think it's a childish situation between not wanting to say anything to the media. Like I think that's
what's going on.
It very much is,
like,
man.
Just like when he sold Drew. Just like when he sold Drew and tried to pretend like he didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I just think it's a childish situation, man.
I don't agree with that.
At this point,
this is what Giannis wants. Giannis wants there to be that little space right there where y'all can pretend like he didn't have nothing to do with it. He sold Drew.
He didn't.
And then tried to pretend like he didn't have nothing to do with it.
But Chill, twice now, just for context and real talk, go after this, because I just want to provide more context. I feel like Chill is like forgetting some stuff. 2020, he threatened not to sign. That was and Chris Haynes, everybody. Threatened not to sign unless they made adjustments to the roster. They did. Okay. They got Drew for 2 firsts and 3 swaps.
Yes, sir.
That happened. And then again, threatened not to sign back unless they made improvements to the roster. They then 100%. Traded Drew for Damian Lillard.
Yes, sir.
And then to appease Giannis, because they know he wants to win, the Knicks thing had already happened. They then waived the most money in NBA history to pay him $25 million a year, not to play for 5 years. They then get Miles Turner and pay him another $25 on top of that. So they add a crazy cap hit of $100 million in order to get somebody on the roster to make Giannis let it be known they're still trying to compete. So then the agent stuff still happens with the Knicks, and then we get more reporting that he's open to it or wants to do it. And then on top of that, Giannis came out, and this is why Real Talk, I want you to go, because Real Talk can at least attest to this. Players of Giannis' stature, there's no trade except for Luka, which is why it was a terrible trade, which is why that never, ever happens. There's no time a player of that stature gets moved without their direct involvement in them getting moved. That doesn't happen. Go ahead, Real Talk, especially for somebody who's been there for 12 minutes. Go ahead, Real Talk.
I agree. So that's kind of like, I think we've gotten to a point in Milwaukee with Giannis that anybody who just likes basketball to any kind of capacity wants Giannis out of Milwaukee, because we want to see players that good compete for championships, and he's not doing that in Milwaukee. So I think that if he were to just come out and say this publicly and make this known publicly, I really don't see him receiving any, well, there's always going to be some naysayers, but any like real amount of backlash. Like, we know what you're doing. You're dealing with over there in Milwaukee, right? You're over there with the trash team, according to most people right now. You're at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. Why would people be mad about Giannis wanting a trade out of Milwaukee?
Real talk, are Milwaukee and Giannis the couple that's really getting divorced, but we haven't said it? But then they actually announced it, and we've been knew that y'all was getting divorced. Why did it take so long for you to even tell us?
Yeah.
Like we've been knew that this was that y'all was breaking up. How come? Why did it take so long for you to tell us this? We've been knew this.
That's exactly what's going on.
I just feel like we're in this. I feel like we're in this space with Giannis where he wants to be in Milwaukee, because don't forget, guys, he was greener than Abdallah Bill when he got these 18 years old from another country. He doesn't know anything else but Milwaukee. That's it. He's the best player in the history of their organization. In addition to him being the best player in the history of the organization, they won. Yeah, he's better than Jabbar. Yes, as a yes, he is better than Jabbar as a Milwaukee Buck. In the history of their organization,
not Jabbar, chill.
I'm sorry. I apologize. So, in addition to that, they won the NBA championship. He really is trying to get back to that, to Swiper's point, which is why he pressed them to continue to improve the roster. And they tried to do it, Swiper. They 100% tried to do it. That's why they traded for Drew Holiday, because Eric Bledsoe wasn't it. I'm going to get a better version of you. That's why they traded Drew. That's why they traded Drew Holiday for Dame Lillard, because we need a guy that's going to close games. That's why they did that. Now, Ox, to your point, I don't think that they left him out of the loop. I think that they did it and told him they were doing it. I don't think that they did it and said, yo, how do you feel about us trading for Damian Lillard? I think they came to him and said, yo, we're going to do this. And we're informing you that we're going to do this. I don't
chill. Dame was somebody that he had kind of already publicly been saying that he would like to play with. Like before that move happened, he was like, oh, yeah, I would love to play with like a Damian Lillard. It's like he said that pretty publicly pretty often. I do remember that. So if they made a move for Dame, they definitely asked Giannis before they I don't think there's anything major like that happening in Milwaukee and Giannis doesn't know about it.
Real talk. That's the fact, but it's like either way, and it's not Giannis's responsibility to dictate what happens with Drew Holiday necessarily. But so if Giannis wanted to, he could have been like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm not saying he should have done that. What I'm saying is, don't pretend like you were blindsided. That's all I'm saying. Don't pretend like you didn't know. Don't pretend like you weren't in on it. Don't pretend. Okay, so either way, whether you orchestrated or not, he knew it was going down. Giannis wants to keep this facade of him being the golden boy, in that, oh, I'm just here to play basketball. I don't care. I don't care. That's a lie. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
That's fact.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit.
There are plenty of players that go around in this league trying to publicly convey one way when they're actually another way in private, right? There are people that come out here and they act like, they're all timid and shy and they don't really say much, but behind the scenes, Swipe, they're demanding private jets. They want personal helicopter flights. They want
their own workout room, own rehab rooms.
They want their uncle to have main access to the locker room, and it is what it is. We have to go.
And and Swiper, if you ask me, that ain't enough.
No facts.
You talking about 28 mil circumvented? It should be 82 mil circumvented.
Yeah, the second part
plant
of this,
some trees.
The Mavs
plant some trees. You think I'm finna get my hands dirty?
The Mavs want to see Flag, AD, and Kyrie together.
He didn't do anything. He didn't plant any trees.
And shouldn't have neither. No. What do y'all look like? A rich nigga out here planting trees.
All right, no, never mind. You're but so the Mavs said they will trade. They were discussing with AD what trade destination fits. But here's the situation: AD is hurt again.
Yeah.
How many games had he played in total with them? Somebody remember the exact
16,
number? Somebody can look it up.
I think it's 16.
This year, but then last year he played 3 or 9. How much? What was the number? Did anybody remember?
It's shaky.
If you can look it up for me, real talk, while I'm talking real quick. So the reason why this is important, Chill, is because as I talked to you about, and people are aware of, he's going to be eligible because of the All NBA for a 4-year, $275 million extension this summer. And a player of AD stature is not going to play for less than 200.
Yeah, he's at 25 games total.
So he's been there since February of last year. He played 25 games for them. Okay.
I ain't doing that.
So he's eligible for 275. AD is going to want his 275 because obviously he's a great player and has a great career.
Yeah.
Chill. They are discussing options and where he might like to go.
Yeah.
But now knowing all the information, 25 played games total since the Luka trade, which is going to be we're at month 10 of him being a Maverick.
Yeah.
Plus the fact he's averaging 20 and 11 this year on a greatly reduced season relative to what AD is usually is. Yep. He's a bad jump shooter this year again. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now. Cooper Flag's taking a crazy leap. The Mavs have control of one draft pick for the next 5 years. They got one first-round pick for the next 5 years, and it's this year's draft. Chill, knowing all the information now, what would you do if you were the Mavericks?
It would be. I still haven't seen him, Kyrie Irving, and I haven't seen this group together, but it'd be really difficult for me to extend him that amount of money. I mean, he turns 34 years old, 33 years old. I'm sorry, in March. So it'd be really difficult for me. It'd be really difficult for me to extend him that kind of money, considering his durability over the last 2 years and not knowing if I'm going to be. I mean, we're talking $65-70 million a year for the next 4 years. And
then he's 37 years old with a player option.
And I haven't been able to get him to hold up for an entire season. I mean, it's and y'all know how I feel about Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis, but at that price, I think we're talking about a guy who, man, it would be really difficult for me to extend him at that price. Don't get me wrong. I think his contract this season, because I still got another year left with him. Right, I don't have him. I still have next season, which is the 26-27 season. So I still have another year. So with us having another year, I'm willing to play some of that year. And if I don't like what I'm seeing, and if he is still going to be at that price tag, I would move on from him. I would, especially if we're not winning. Yeah, especially next year, especially if we're not winning.
He's opting out this summer, so you won't have him.
No, he's not opting out. No, he can't opt out this summer. Next, the player.
No, I'm saying that
the player option is in 27 and 28. So that's
fix what I said. So I mean, he's going to get it. I'm going to play. I'm getting an extension, or he's not I'm not. Like, it's not happening. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So
he's going to say yes or no. You sign me, or it's done. It's in his estimation.
So he's not coming to camp, is what you're saying. So next year. So let's say next. September,
he can find any way to do it, but they can tie it up. Yeah.
Imagine playing 20 games and acting like you got some leverage. Yo, real talk, who do you think he is? Kawhi Leonard?
Oh boy.
I'm not paying that, man. Hell no.
I'm not either.
I'm not paying that, man.
Not that much.
You ain't see the full team yet, but
I'm not going that far.
I can't pay that, man. I just can't do it, man. I mean, to me, I always look at it. Availability is your best asset, and he's unavailable. So I can't pay him.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Even if he was to come back and have a great spurt of a season to finish the rest of this year, I can't.
So the reason,
problem, bro.
The further context, Chill. The reason why I'm saying I think the waiting is a little unrealistic is because here's why. They have their 2026 first next year. So they got rid of their 2027. That's not theirs anymore.
Yeah.
2028, OKC has the right to a swap in 2028.
Yeah.
In 2029, Houston has a right to Dallas's pick. In 2029, they have the LA Lakers pick, but has no protections on it. But who knows what the Lakers will beat out in, because obviously they have Luka.
Sure.
In 2030, San Antonio will receive their pick. Damn. And then 2031, they have their own pick. So the problem is, Chill, if they don't get a blue chip this year, they don't have the ability to get another blue chip until 2031. By the time Cooper Flag is obviously, he'll be 25, 26 in his early prime.
Sure.
AD's going to be old. Kyrie's going to be old. I mean, they'll both be late 30s by that point. If they don't get a blue chip now, they won't have access to that for 5 years. Does that change your vantage point on this season at all?
Well, of course it does, but I also have to look at the other side of the glass. And the reason why I say that is, to your point, this is one of the best drafts that we've had. So with us having one of the best drafts, they end up missing the playoffs. They ended up with the number one pick in the draft, and they ended up bagging Cooper Flag. So what's to say that they end up with another high draft pick and they end up getting another blue chipper? To your point, I mean, that is a glass half empty. I mean, even though what you're saying is legit, but that is a glass half empty logic. The glass half full is that they end up with a top 3 or a top 5 pick, and they end up with another blue chipper. And we get to see Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flag. We get to see Derek Lively. We get to see this whole crew this season, as opposed to what we saw last year with everybody being banged up. I mean, this whole situation was I think, was a wash this year. Now, don't get me wrong, Manny. I'm not going to 275. That's too much. for a guy that's going to be 33 years old. That 4 years, I'm going to at 36, 37 years old, I got him on the books for $68 to $70 million. And if he's breaking down now, I'm 100% confident that he's not going to do. I'm 100% confident that he's not going to hold up then. With that being said, real talk, next season, if this thing, when I get everybody back, when I get everybody in the fold, because that's what I did this for. I traded to see what it looks like with everybody. With that being said, if I get everybody back in the fold and this thing is working, and then I still have to go to 275, I may have to look into moving them. Because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to let them walk out the front door. I'm not going to do that.
That's what I was going to
say. It's just very unfortunate for the Dallas Mavericks because I said in the previous conversation, because I think we were talking about Coop at the time, and I said they wasted time fooling around with Cooper Flag playing point guard as if that's the only way you can develop somebody by throwing everything on their plate and not, serving them a little bit at a time as they, show they can handle the responsibility. But doing that put the Mavericks in such a disadvantage because I think you were losing games that you potentially could have won, and now you would have had more of an incentive to try to keep competing, right? And so that would make sense as far as trying to keep Anthony Davis right now. Cooper Flag is ahead of schedule. Clearly, he's already a really, really good player. And then the little hope of, if Kyrie comes back and yada, yada, yada. But at this point, again, you're too far back in the standings. It is time to trade Anthony Davis. It's time to trade Kyrie Irving because just like Swipe said, they have little to no draft capital. So I'm not sitting here. I'm not waiting to see what Anthony Davis is going to do the rest of the season. He needs to be moved now so we can start building for the future.
But let me ask you this, though, real talk, and I can appreciate Swiper's logic about the draft picks. What happens if we do not have a good season and we end up in the lottery? Okay, I still got Anthony Davis. I still got Kyrie Irving next year, and I got this high pick, right? So with having this high pick, and I've seen the impact that Cooper Flag has made on our group just right now. And this draft is supposed to be better than last year's draft, which means I may get another blue chipper. So add Anthony Davis to that. Add Kyrie Irving to that. Add Derek Lively to that. Add the blue chipper to that. Add Cooper Flag to that. Add all of these guys to that. Now I get to see exactly what this thing looks like. I don't want to just scrap it right now because I haven't seen the whole thing. I haven't seen the whole thing put together yet.
Yeah, but are you going to? Is that team going to be good enough to win a championship?
We won't know if they don't get the opportunity to play together.
You don't even see what it looked like. I think
to Real Talk's point, though, they're both Kyrie and AD are both going to be 33, 34 next year, starting the year with injury histories.
Very small window. It's going to be a very small window for them, but I don't think there is a market for AD to be traded right now if they wanted to. I mean,
of course there is. It just depends on the return.
Well, for a good return, of course. That's more so what I mean. Like, I don't think they could get much in return for AD right now. Or else they probably would maybe look to get rid of him. But I mean, no draft picks till what you said, 2031?
Yeah, after this year.
6 years.
Come on, man.
It's a long time,
has to happen. So it's like something has to happen where you either gotta know this is a good team and it needs to happen fast. I mean, Kyrie's gonna be gone for some time, and then I don't even know when AD is estimated to come back. But I mean, AD can't be going up and down.
It's a calf injury, right now?
No,
or groin injury.
Groin injury. Yeah, that might be a lingering injury.
But here's the thing, though, man. Manny. So that window that you talked about, I see it in baseball all the time, where teams end up in a short window, they end up winning, and then they dump everybody. The reason why we did this was to win, and then we out on everybody. We moving on from Kyrie Irving. We moving on from Anthony Davis.
Yep.
We moving on from all of these dudes in this short window. Now, again, I understand that the return isn't what it looks like right now. To your point, Manny, I mean, I bought it at 100. I'd be lucky if I sold it now to get 30 for it. I'd be lucky if I got 30 if I sold it right now. So maybe I'm going to hold on to it for a little while longer.
What about that draft pick, Chill? Like it falls out of the lottery, now you're at 18 instead of 4.
I would be surprised if that draft pick fell out the lottery. I would be.
There's a big difference between 12 and 3.
Oh, hell yes, it is. But you know what? There's not that much of a difference between 5 and 3.
Well, I just don't understand there's no real value as far as trying to compete right now when you're closing the door on your future. You've hit on this number 1 overall pick. Cooper Flag is clearly a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to try to manage and build a team surrounding him that aren't consisting of players 33, 34 plus. It's time to trade those players away and get back some draft capital. That way you can start drafting and putting together some more and better young players around Cooper.
And by the way, real talk, they already got veteran wings. They got Najee Marshall and PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. Like that's similar to Shea when he was with the Thunder. You just need enough veterans like that can help grow this player into what they need to be. Kyrie can be on the roster. Cool. Come back from ACL. Boom, boom, boom. Anthony Davis still chill. I do think and so I do have a Dallas media person that I talk to pretty frequently about some of this. It seems to be that they're of the mindset they need to just go ahead and, get this iteration of Cooper Flag movement started. And, AD, thank you. I appreciate it. But chill, he might just be their Antonio McDyess. Antonio, he was a nice little trade piece. He was a good player, but he wasn't the guy. He wasn't a Knick. He's a good player for the Knick, but he wasn't Knick.
So the only concern I have with that is like if you wait too long, then he walks out with you get nothing in return.
That's what I'm not trying to hear, man.
Like Ohtani, when he left the Angels, like they got nothing in return, and he just went to go get a bag from the Dodgers. Like that's almost the last thing you want, because if AD walks out and just like, oh no, I'll just sign with them as soon as my contract up in a couple months, then it's like, damn, now you don't get anything in return. But if you can even get like you said, Chill, if you could get 30% of what you invested in this dude, then at least you get something in return to maybe work with or just figure out and plan for the next following year. But I'm on the side of just, you don't want to keep Anthony Davis there. And this is why I say like it's a window, but we just got to identify. I guess the front office has to identify how long we're going to wait and how long we're going to really give this a chance to see if these guys can be on the floor together, because that's just the risk that I personally wouldn't want to take. Is like, all right, we're going to extend this and keep this window open all the way until we see how long these guys play together. Oh, he gets hurt again. Oh, he gets hurt again. Now our star is hurt. Now it's never fully a complete team of where you thought it was going to be. And then by the time you're waiting, AD is like, all right, well, y'all going to pay me my money or what? And then they like, no. And now he's gone and you get nothing from that. And you still don't have a draft pick till 2031, which is crazy. So I'm on the side of just maybe even getting a little bit of change for AD, whatever you can. And I wouldn't even be mad at Kyrie Irving either. And I love Kyrie there, but it's like, if you can get something that's going to give you a future in the next 5 to 6 years, I think you have to do it, because it's a tough situation. Like, just look, I'm on the side of looking ahead and just seeing if there's a brighter future outside of what's been happening with the franchise. Like,
by the way, Bleacher Report article just dropped not too long ago from Joseph Tucker about Giannis, and it says that Collier, which is Jamal Collier, according to ESPN, reported Monday that Antetokounmpo would need to communicate a forceful trade request if he decides he wants out between now and February 5th. He cited a source who wondered whether the two-time MVP is prepared to go that far. The question is, this is a quote from Collier, the question is who's going to get made uncomfortable, the source said to Collier. There's a difference between saying it out loud and innuendos. The Bucks know Giannis doesn't want to be the villain.
Real talk.
Hey, man, grow up.
You got to put the divorce papers in front of me at the Christmas table in front of the whole family.
Thanks.
Yep.
That's what you got.
He can't be the
do.
You want to traumatize the kids?
That's what it is. You got to put the divorce.
No, you don't do that in front of the kids.
When they can't see daddy every day, they're
That's
gonna
horrible.
Be anyway.
Put the divorce papers in front of me.
Hey, kids, mom doesn't know. Here's the divorce paper. What's a divorce, daddy? What does that mean?
Hey,
Giannis doesn't want to do that.
He got a man up, man.
And then how honest you want him to be? Chill.
The
kids are going to be like, Dad, are you leaving because of us? And he can be honest and say, kind of.
Yep.
Hey, your mama ain't doing that thing.
But just imagine, real talk, if you heard that from your father. I'm kind of leaving because of you. Not the whole thing, not the whole reason. But I ain't really trying to be no father. I got to go play jazz. I got to go play music. Real talk. I watched this Christmas yesterday. Hey, Quentin said.
That was a good movie, too.
I'm up out of here, man. hey, why you watching after Christmas?
Because you got to watch almost Christmas.
I'm gonna tell you like this, though, Swiper. sometimes, a lot of times, it's worse for the kids to stay than it is to leave.
Depending on the situation, 100%.
A lot of times it's worse for the kids. They know. You think kids ain't aware of what's going on around here?
Preach, man. Preach.
You know what I'm saying? Go on, Pop. Get up out of here.
And Milwaukee is that spouse that's saying you got to put the divorce papers on the table in front of me, in front of the family at the Christmas dinner. That's the only way you're getting out of this. That's because I'm not giving you a divorce. I'm not doing it.
Abandoning your family for jazz music is one
that happened. I'm not gonna say no. I can't because you can't bring all the family secrets. I will say this: I am very conscious that there is a bloodline within my bloodline where Mister had four of them, and Chill. He was a very famous musician, and he said,
"Was he a Rolling Stone? Was Papa a Rolling Stone?"
I gotta go get some milk.
And never came back.
Sometimes that is just calling you.
Yeah, he got a man up, man. That's all. I'm
not gonna lie. If I could tell y'all some of the story, we got some Rolling Stones in my bloodline, brother. Some Rolling Stones since the 1900s.
You got a big Rolling Stone on your shoulders.
Hey, facts.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker.
I got two of them right here. Two of them right here. By the way, Drink More Water is a Bucks fan, so I think he's just like, coping hard. I mean, but look, I can tell you this for a fact. Before MPJ got traded, I can tell you for a fact, John Waller brought Jokic and Murray in the room and say, "Hey, what do you think we need on the roster?" He went just like this. Say, "All right, what you want?" Boop, 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 boop. And then he dialed up the press. MPJ gone. Jonas is here. Bruce is here. Tim Hardaway Jr. That's the way the league works. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's just the way the NBA works. You talk to your guys.
Jokic's got his best team ever. Best offense ever.
It's hurt right now. It's hurt. But it is the best offense by far of all time right now.
Championship.
We got 39 super chats left. So what we can do, y'all, because I don't know if y'all noticed, it takes forever to get to 30 super chats on here because
yes, we do.
You get the get the yapping. She'll gets the whoa, and then I get the now. But let me be clear about some nasty agenda, so we can get to some of the great performances from this weekend in the next 10 minutes.
Hold on, wait a second. That's why, because let me be clear about something real quick though. Hold on, I want to see real talk. Hey, real talk. It's cold as shit up here. All right. I just want to say that.
Hey, by the way, it's going to be 13
degrees. It's cold as shit.
It's going to be 13 degrees in Atlanta tomorrow, I believe, in the morning.
You got to protect your neck.
Yeah, it's
I've been in
it's
Jersey.
a cold front coming in.
I've been in Jersey this whole time, yo. It was 25 yesterday.
Hey man, I'm in Chi-Town, man.
25.
All I'm saying is, I'm from California too. That ain't, you know what I'm saying. 25 is ridiculous. When it hits 40, 38, I can't handle it.
I'm here. It's ridiculous.
30 is cold enough. 30
is crazy.
I pray to have a 38 day.
I remember I was in New York and it was like 7 degrees, windy. I almost started crying. I couldn't believe it.
I was with my uncle on Christmas. And that wind felt like it was literally running through me like ice picks.
In Jersey?
Yeah, nigga, the wind in Chicago.
Was it wet wind? Was it like a wet wind?
That's what it was. It was like that wet wind.
Yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst.
And my uncle
I'd rather be in snow up to my knees than wet, cold wind.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's all I got out here.
But I don't.
Get to some of these super chats. Somebody said $5 super chat. Tommy Capone 8926 $5. Where is Mars? Real talk. Where was you? The conversation about Wilt playing 48 minutes Friday was so nasty. Ox Jordan Chill is literally dumb. By the way, y'all, I'm going to give you some context in a minute. Real talk. We got a little bit of time. But Mars is on a sabbatical. I think he's walking with the monks through Georgia right now. They're literally They're monks walking through Georgia on a peace walk right now.
So Georgia like Georgia or
no,
Georgia like
the
Georgia?
State of Georgia? They're on a peace walk right now in Atlanta. Yeah, there's a bunch of them too.
What kind of monks? These
are Buddhist. These are Buddhist monks. Buddhist monks.
Oh shit!
That better be careful.
Yeah, they're walking. I don't know if you saw this, Real Talk. You ain't been here. I don't think. Atlantic Station got shot up by a bunch of YNs the other day. Atlantic Station's a very nice adult area that has a curfew, mind you, after 3 o'clock, where if you are under 18, you can't even be by yourself. Under 21, you can't be by yourself. There was a bunch of YNs just walking around, 100 of them. They started shooting. Somebody got shot. I'm talking about busting through windows at like very nice establishments. I'm telling you, Atlanta's a very great place, y'all. But
can't have nothing nice.
I don't understand why parents let their kids just.
Why are you speaking on that? We not supposed to speak about that. That's supposed to be okay.
What are you talking about?
Nice.
No, I really don't know what parents are doing. These are 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids out at 10 p.m. What? What do you mean you out and about at 10 p.m.?
Boy, mama, hell no, you ain't.
Hey, Ox, did you see the? I don't know if you saw on Instagram. There's this dude. And real talk, you on Instagram a lot, so you might have saw it. Chill. Instagram is the app that. So what happened was is that this dude was walking around. Real talk. I don't know if you've seen him, and he's like a dude doing like I guess he was like telling people about Jesus on the street. He walked into 3 girls, 12 and under, at 1 a.m. on the street.
What are you guys
just
doing
out and about? And like he obviously shared the word with him. It was like, why are y'all out here? Boom, boom, boom. They started crying. But like I'm like, bro, was this 12 at 1 a.m.?
I saw that video. I know what video you're talking about too. Yeah, he was
1 o'clock. Bro, at 12. If it was 1 o'clock, you best believe we must have been out like at working with doing a job with somebody, and I was getting back in or whatever, or we was traveling. 1 a.m. on the street, real talk, at 12?
It's pretty crazy.
People be letting their kids do whatever nowadays, man. It's crazy world we live in right now. But what were y'all talking about?
All right, bro. Let me give you the context. So basically what happened is Ox, Chill, and Jordan wanted to be nasty that day. Raw was just being whatever. And really, it wasn't. I won't blame Ox. Chill and Jordan were the biggest culprits.
Now remember who you're talking to. Real talk.
They were the perps.
Who's reiterating this? But
okay, so yeah, I'm giving you context. All I said was that we were talking about the 56, 15, 16, and 15 game. Nobody's ever done it. Chill always goes, well, Wilt did, this, which wasn't that. So whatever. Well, he said, Wilt, 1961, he averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds. I said, well, the reason why that can't happen today, real talk, is because now they played 135 possessions a game then. They play 104 now, and the league is much different, and it'll play 48 minutes a game. Jordan and Chill were like, well, why can't they play 48 minutes a game? And I was like, well, we've already gone through this. I don't want to rehash this again, but like it's literally impossible physically for Giannis, Wemby, Jokic, all the bigs to play 48 minutes a game and be good in this league right now. Then it turned into, well, if the league was so weak then, how are they playing 135 possessions, every single possession, not taking no breaks? Then clearly they were just better athletes. They must have just been better conditioned or whatever. And I'm just like, you should read the comments from those videos, real talk. They were just like, how are you doing it? So Chill, do you want to defend yourself a little bit so Real Talk can respond to you a little bit?
So I'm sorry. So Real Talk, the way this conversation started.
This is from a super chat, by the way, 2K God.
No, actually it wasn't. This conversation started with Joker having the game that he had on Christmas. That's how this conversation started. And I said that Chamberlain went 59 and 36 on Christmas. That's almost 60 and 40. Okay, so that's where we're going with this. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy as hell. That's where we're going with this. This had nothing to do with the 50 and 26, which by the way is the 62 season. It's not the 61 season. This has nothing to do with that.
61, right? 62.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with that. With that also being said, this conversation started with me saying about Wemby. I know he physically can't play that many minutes, but what if he could play that many minutes? And then it turned into Chamberlain and what Chamberlain was doing. And I said, quote, doesn't that make him even more awesome for the fact that he was playing that much? And then Swiper said, quote, he physically couldn't do that today because of what the game is today, how fast the game is, how spread out the game is, how the athletes are today. I countered that with because of the conditions that athletes play in today, because of the amenities that athletes play in today. Is it realistic to think that a guy can play 48 minutes for an entire season? That's where we went with this.
Now, was Wilt an anomaly doing that even during 100%. His own time though?
Okay, Elgin Baylor and them were doing it too. Like, to be fair, that was my
Bill
whole
Russell
point.
was doing it.
There was a multiple players playing 48, 47 minutes a game. Real talk.
Jerry West was doing it. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Real talk. That's why I said what I said. It's just like the league.
Jerry West was doing it.
It was nastier than what Shill's telling you this right now. I'm saying, just go back and watch the video. Real talk. It's available. They cut it up, made it his own video. Just go read the comments. We do got to move on to the super chat because I want to make sure we respect everybody's time, especially Chill, because I know he has things to do today. But $10 super chat. Reginald Debra, 6241, $10 super chat. The East is a feast, and the West will come out on top. I'm glad Kawhi got that iOS update and booked them trees. Shout out to my boy Kylie Penner. I know he's happy to see Scotty Bums pop off.
Don't give a damn about no trees. Shit.
Yeah, we know you don't care about no.
$27 million. And by the way, it was in the contract that he had to show up, and he didn't show up for any of them.
It's only it's only poetic that now Kawhi Leonard is now doing the work and the team is letting him down instead of it being vice versa like it's been.
Can you believe it?
Finally the other way around.
Unbelievable.
See what Real Talk might not know is Kawhi been balling all season except for when he hurt his ankle.
That is
and
not
had to
the
miss
point
those
that Real
games,
Talk
but-
is making.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
He's not trying to make no point at all. There is no point to be made. He just hating. It's simply just that. There is no point to be made. It's just hate. It's just hatred.
No, you're right.
I think it's kind of poetic justice. I think that's it.
Anatomica Studios, 2884, $10 super chat. Kawhi and Jaylen Brown have been top 2 small forwards in the league and top 2 players in the NBA over the last week. Can you guys explain how Jokic is not bad on defense or offense without stats?
God, please don't. Please just ignore the second half of that.
Well,
please just ignore it. Please.
He asked another one. Let me see if I can. I want to add in another super chat he had so you can get all your money's worth. Anatomica Studios followed up 2884, $5. Has Kawhi been better than Jokic and Shea over the last 2 weeks?
He's just playing Swipe. He just talking shit. Swipe. He just talking shit.
No, this is the super chat. He put $15 out there. I want to make sure he gets his stuff ready.
Right, but this is the thing because I want to talk about Jaylen Brown.
Go ahead.
Can we do that?
Like, can
we talk about Jaylen Brown without lying about Jaylen Brown?
Can we do that too, please?
Never mind.
Now it's never mind.
I'm cool, bro.
Wait a minute.
I'm cool, but I'm not finna. I can't do this. I can't do this with y'all for 3 hours.
Why can't we have a conversation about Jaylen Brown without lying about him?
Because there ain't no lie to be told. Y'all just can't accept the facts. Y'all just don't know how good Jaylen Brown is. I've been trying to tell you for 3 goddamn years how good Jaylen Brown is, and y'all won't accept it. Oh, but he can't go lift. His handle is suspect. I don't give a shit about his handle. He been this good. He been like this.
So how am I?
He been like this.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
And the reason
he just got to share the court with Big Bird, and so you can't, and you won't get to see it. But he been this good.
Okay, Ox. So if he's been this good,
wait, who's Big Bird?
Jason Tatum.
He been like this.
Why is he Big Bird?
So if he's been
big, big ass yellow nigga, man. Shit. He been this good.
Ox, if he's been this good, then why are there questions about the stuff that you talked about? Why is there questions about the mid-range? Why is there questions about the handle? Is this stuff always
questions about who mid-range?
Is questions about
who's mid-range are we questioning right now?
Question of not right now. No. I ain't talking about right now. No, that's just not true. I'm talking.
When was there a question about Jaylen Brown's mid-range game? When has there been? When is there? What year?
So has Jaylen Brown always been nice in the mid-range, Ox?
Yes, absolutely.
He's been for some time now.
Absolutely, yes.
There's a difference. Real talk, but for some time, let Ox tell it. He's been this dude forever. He's always been
not forever.
No, he hasn't. That's just not true, Ox. No, he has not. We're talking about a raw talent.
He been this good, if not better, ever since I've been telling you he's been this good, if not better.
That's not true. He's gotten better. I don't understand.
No. He's definitely getting better. He's always getting better, but he's been one of the best for a long time, and I've been trying to tell y'all this for a long time.
You've been saying one of the best. Top. You've been saying 25.
Top any number, whatever number you want to say. Yeah, he been that.
I did not know Jaylen Brown was this good. I ain't gonna argue that.
Because you wasn't listening. I tried to tell you.
Well, the reason I was watching though, because I watched a bunch of Celtic games, and you know why I watched a bunch of Celtic games. I watched a bunch of Celtic games because of Jason Tatum. That's why I watched.
Yeah, and see, this is what I'm talking about. Back in those days, chill. When this nigga had them silver dollar eyes, I was telling you who's showing up. Who's scared and who's not? Who balling and who's folding? I was telling you, this one's folding, this one's balling. You weren't willing to accept that. No. Real talk. He had now. Jason Tatum had some monster games. I'm talking about monster games, 100%. And I'm not taking that away from JT. Yeah. Even if I wanted to take it away from him, I couldn't. Right. He's had monster games, but game in, game out, Jaylen Brown does not fold.
Yes,
game in, game out. When Jimmy Butler come to town and get the spanking JT ass.
Right. So
you hear that?
Wait. Here we go. Real talk. Wasn't we?
When he starts spanking JT ass, Jaylen Brown got to step up. Even in 22 when they lost, Chill. Even when they lost in 22, and Draymond Green was trying to bully them niggas, Jaylen Brown stood on his nuts.
No question about that. So tell everybody, Ox, since you brought that up, tell everybody what happened in 2023 in Game 7 when Jason Tatum rolled his ankle, couldn't go.
Man, when the nigga rolled his ankle, why? That's not my fault. He got soft ankles.
We ain't talking about Jason Tatum.
Yeah, no. Why did Jaylen Brown take over the game?
Jaylen Brown in Game 7.
He tried.
Okay, so now he tried. Here we go, and we're talking about lying again, Ox. No, we just
yeah. But wait a second. Let it be Kawhi. Let it be Kawhi that rolled his ankles. Oh, he let Jaylen Brown down. If that would have been Kawhi Leonard instead of Jason Tatum, if Kawhi Leonard would have rolled his ankles, you would have said he let Jaylen Brown down. But now you want to put it on Jaylen Brown. Where was JT at?
He kind of cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
It's game 7. It's game 7. You rolled your ankle. That shit ain't broke. You better get your ass up and play some basketball.
And he did. And he 100% did. He still played.
He did what?
Yes, he did. He 100% played. Yes, he 100%.
Man, you call that playing, man?
But do you call what Jaylen Brown did playing? You remember Jaylen Brown? How awesome
it wasn't the best.
Which means that your logic about him.
He had some turnovers.
No, he had 8 of them. He didn't have some. He had 8 of them that game.
Yeah, that's some.
That's almost 10, Ox. That's awful. That he was.
Okay, look. Jaylen Brown. He gonna give you 4. He gonna give you 4. So the other 4 is what we're talking about. Jaylen Brown gonna give you 4.
So he's gonna double that when he now has the opportunity to show us and to step up. To your point, because he always steps up, and he always gets busy, and he always. I
didn't say always. I said he don't fold. He don't fold. He threw some turnovers in Game 7, but that happens. It happens. Okay, he threw some turnovers. What I'm trying to tell you is Jaylen Brown been as good. This isn't even about Jason Tatum. Y'all want to make it about Jason Tatum so bad.
Nobody brought Jason Tatum up. Nobody.
What I'm trying to tell you, it was more so about Jaylen Brown. What I'm trying to tell y'all is Jason Tatum is still that dude. This isn't taken away from Jason Tatum. I think you're starting to have a panic attack because you seeing Jaylen Brown being as good, and you concerned. You might be a little concerned.
I just want to talk about Jaylen Brown. I don't have nothing. I have no reservations of talking about Jason Tatum.
Jaylen Brown do whatever he wants. He does anything he wants on the basketball court on both ends of the floor. He does anything he wants. He's been doing this.
The thing that I recognize about Jaylen Brown is it's obvious because I've always cared about this. You could tell dudes that been in the lab and been working on their game when you see it the next season, and it's obvious that Jaylen Brown has been working on his game. That mid range is sharper. It was sharp before, but it's sharper now. That handle is sharper than it was in the past. He's added some dynamics to his game. That post game has improved. Stuff like he's always been a great transition player, but it's been better this season.
Did he work on this before? Did he work on this before or after he was Eastern Conference Finals MVP? Did he work on this before or after he was the Finals MVP? Did he work on this before or after he was sitting there on Luka Doncic because Jason Tatum couldn't do it? Did he work on this before or after he bust everybody ass in the playoffs all the way through? Why you think Jason Tatum got a ring right now?
Because of Jason Tatum.
Because of Jaylen Brown?
Because of Jason Tatum and the Celtics.
Because of Jaylen Brown?
You know what's funny?
Because of Jaylen Brown?
You know what's funny about
you need to put some goddamn respect on Jaylen Brown. I've been trying to tell you. I'm going to throw my goddamn laptop if you two hating ass niggas keep hating on Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard today. I swear to God, I'm getting sick of this shit.
Here's the thing about Jaylen Brown. You see what I'm saying? Because when we get to talking about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I know Jason Tatum is better because the expectation for Tatum is always higher. You want to know why? Because every time Jason Tatum doesn't perform to his level, it's criticized.
This that narrative ass shit. Real talk, man. The expectation. You sound like Penn right now.
Meanwhile, we don't even remember in game 3 or 4 against Miami in 2022 when Jaylen Brown goes 5 for 20 from the field.
Yeah, shoot it till you break it. Shoot it till you break it.
See, all you're doing is double talking me. 1 minute I show up and then the next
shoot it till you break it.
Keep breaking it.
Nah, shoot it till you break it.
All you're doing is
shoot it till you break it, Jalen. Shoot it till your motherfucking hand fall off. Shoot it till you break it, Jalen. You goddamn right. He went 5 for 20. I wish he'd have went 5 for 30. Shoot it till you break it, cause you the man over there. Shoot it till you break it, Jalen.
But this is the point that I'm making with you. Like you so double talk me. 1 minute you telling me that Jaylen Brown, well, he had a bad game, and then the next minute you telling me shoot it till you break it. Then the next minute you telling me just get busy. He gets busy every night. He doesn't.
Because what y'all call is a bad game. I don't call it a bad game. Y'all work because this dude down here, I don't know who that is down there. Is that Real Talk or is that Penn down there? Who is that? I can't even see. I'm not even sure who that is down there. Y'all, man, it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. Shoot the ball. I don't care about that efficiency shit. We trying to win the game, man. Shoot the ball.
Jaylen Brown has only been. You on mute, by the way, man. But
Jaylen Brown is only what? Say something crazy.
He's only been better than Jason Tatum in the series.
So
one time.
Wait. What'd you say? One time. Whoa. No, that's not true.
If JT do it as well, if JT shoot 5 for 21,
JT was not better than him. We contend in the other series too, but we can keep
JT was better than him against Indiana. He should have won Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He was better than him against Cleveland. He should have won. He should have. I think that was another year.
That was the series before.
Before he was ready. Yeah, the only series.
Real Talk is based this on box scores. He's looking at the box scores right now. He's basing it on that.
Why are we having a conversation about Jason Tatum?
Because you brought him up. You brought him up. All right. Let's move on.
No, wait, Swiper. Real Talk just pulled up a bunch of box scores and he's going based on that right now. Don't shake your head, nigga. Yes, you is. That's like you just said a specific game.
Stop shaking your head.
You just said a specific game when he shot a specific number. And I know you don't know that off the top of the dome. You said that because you just put up some stats. That's crazy, Real Talk. Don't do that because Jaylen Brown has been the best defender on that team.
Yeah, hey, Cheese.
Cheese.
By the way, that's shake something talk. That ain't shake talk. That's shake something talk.
Wasn't better than Robert.
That's his name. Shake something talk.
He wasn't better than Marcus Smart.
Because
he wasn't better than Drew Holiday. He wasn't better than Derek White. He wasn't better
ever since Al Horford got old, Jaylen Brown was the best defender over there.
That's a little crazy now. That's a little crazy. I didn't too. Yeah.
Jason Tatum taking the KD assignment. Jason Tatum taking the Jimmy Butler assignment.
That was Al Horford took that KD assignment.
That was Al Horford.
Al Horford guarded KD better than everybody.
You're lying. It was Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum was taking the KD assignment in 22. He was taking the Jimmy Butler assignment.
That was Marcus Smart and Al Horford.
A majority of you went to Al Horford. No, a majority.
Yo, chill. Even you admitted it. Even you admitted it. When Jimmy Butler came up there talking crazy to that boy, who stepped up? It was Jaylen Brown and Grant Williams.
Actually, Grant Williams. That's who it was. It wasn't Jaylen Brown. It was Grant Williams.
Hey, family, as much as I love you all, we have to move on for the sake of time. I really appreciate the conversation and the energy. We definitely need to start off another show with more JB slander to prop up Jason Tatum.
Now, real talking too. If you want some more, hit me on my personal line.
This ain't have nothing to do with Jason Tatum. Nothing.
You can catch me at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hit me on my regular line. You got my number. Holla at me.
This ain't
Anatomica Studios, 2884, another $10 super chat. Since the existence of the play-in tournament, can a Lakers fan argue with the Celtics fan about who has the best team? No, we frying the Lakers. If you decide when rings count, why can't we?
Celtics won one since damn near colored television. Like, come on, man. It's a little wild.
Don't count the in-season tournament championship if you want to. You mean, that's fine or whatever. But we have more post-segregation rings.
Can we be honest about the Celtics?
Well,
let's be honest, please.
Can we be honest about the Celtics? They're living off of what happened with Bill Russell. Because if my math is correct, since 1980, 81, that's 45 years. The Celtics have won 4 championships. That's 1 championship every 10 years. And in the words of Jay-Z, that's so lame. Get that shit out of here. Now what you want to do is you want to put me in the same conversations with a Laker team that for a decade, a same conversation with a Laker team that went 3 in a row, then had a gap, then went 3 in a row again and won 2 of them, right? This is the same Laker team who in the 80s was rolling, won 5 of them. You didn't have that stretch. You never had that stretch. What we're doing now is we're lying about who the Boston Celtics are. You are, and please don't have me doing this because again, I watch the Celtics because of Jason Tatum, and I am a huge Jason Tatum.
You're
fan,
a Celtics fan,
as all of you guys know. I don't watch nearly as many Celtic games today as I did when they had Jason Tatum. I really don't. I'll be lying to you if I said I did because I do not. But the point is that this team, this organization has been mid. They have been. Up until from 25, 26 to about maybe 17, 16, 17.
When they got Jaylen Brown.
When they got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, okay, they've been competitive. Previous to that, they won 1 time with Paul Pierce. Once.
Most championship ever.
Yep. Shout out. Next $10 super chat.
Tell Jaylen Brown to floor raise his organization in. You know what?
What do you think he's doing right now? What is he doing right now, Real Talk? What is he doing right now?
No. Ox, you're off. Ox, Manu Ginobili.
Organization.
Manu Ginobili.
He needs to be the one with the. Go win another ring, Jalen.
Don't let him do that. Don't let him do it to you.
He's killing the East right now. It took Scott Foster had to rob him last night of an amazing performance in order for him just to lose last night. Jaylen Brown is absolutely carrying this franchise right now.
Adam West, the Bandit, $10 super chat. Cooking about Kawhi. Cooking. Awesome. Man, miss me with that part-time killer. Nigga was scared of the 4th in that game 7. And I scared to acknowledge it. He was trash in game 7. He was horrible. But that's nothing to talk about.
That game was over in the second quarter, man. I would have seen he should have just sat down, wasting good knee power.
I don't see that.
He got limited knee power. He should have sat down. James Harden bum ass out there selling game 7s like you always do.
Boyd Century YouTube. This is Drench's second favorite division. $10 super chat. MJ rose to power with the decline in the 80s Boston, Detroit, and Lakers, and played in the East and added 3 expansion teams and had a top 5 player making the minimum for 10 years. MJ is great, but he benefited from a storm of good luck, and so has every other great player ever that's won more than 3, 4, 5 championships, by the way. So did Bill Russell.
Yeah, and he was in an era where he didn't have no positional confidence.
No, anyway, that's a lie. But but Jerry West had bad luck. Elgin Baylor had bad luck 8 different times, mind you, 8 different times. And one of them was that Wilt Chamberlain was a fraud in game 7 and fell out of the rotation and couldn't finish a game. And also couldn't finish the series because he was shooting like trash. This is 69. Elgin Baylor should have won in 69.
He acted back in the game.
Yeah, but he was bad. He was also bad.
Who was Michael Jordan matching up with in these playoff series? Since the perimeter talent,
Sean Kemp.
He did have to play Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas, who was some of the best defenders of the game during that.
Isaiah Thomas, one of the best defenders.
Well, he was. All right. More Jordan slander. When
he was playing the Knicks, he was matching up with John Stark.
Go ahead, chill.
You ever heard of Clyde Drexler?
Yeah, Clyde
Drexler.
Yes, sir. Clyde.
Are we serious?
What are they going to say?
We dead ass serious. What are you saying about Clyde?
What are they going to say about Anthony Edwards when he doesn't win a ring in his career?
Byron Russell. Are we serious?
So now Clyde not
Byron Russell and Jeff Hornacek was dope.
According to you, Real Talk. So now Clyde is not a good defender. Isaiah Thomas is not a good defender. Joe Dumars is not a good defender. Pistons with Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, and Dennis Rodman on the same team is not a good defensive team all of a sudden. They was just trash.
Who said they're not a good defensive team?
You said their names
No,
like
that's
that.
not what I said.
Yeah,
so
chill.
Whoa. People have a hard time listening. I said his individual matchups, individual one-on-one.
Who does Shaq play when he won his rings in? If we're doing that.
Craig Elo.
Who does Shaq win against? No, okay, but real talk. Do you understand that's disgusting? Because who does Shaq play on the way to win his titles at center?
Okay, and it gets brought up.
No, it doesn't. And nobody takes away from Shaq. Go ahead, Chill.
May I end this, Swiper? So the defensive player of the year, Sidney Moncrief, guard.
Yep.
Defensive player of the year, Alvin Robinson, 2 guard. First team all-league defender, Joe Dumas, guard. Mike is frying these dudes. They can't do anything.
Say the N-word, Chill. Say the N-word, Chill.
They are frying him.
Say the N-word, Chill. Frying them what?
Completely destroying these dudes, right? And so now I got Clyde Drexler, who I don't know if you know this, real talk. Clyde Drexler, when he retired top 10 all time in steals. Only got to ever do that and not make the all-league defensive team. Never happened. NBA history ever.
Chill.
So
not going. Keep going. Chill. Keep going.
Not done. So I'm going against. To your point. I'm going against Alvin Robinson in the playoffs, all league defender. I'm going against Joe Dumas, all league defender. I'm going against Dan Marley, all league defender in the NBA Finals. That's my matchup. That's who I'm dealing with. I'm going against John Starks, all league defender. These guys are put together in the league to deal with Mike. That's what they're there for. Now, to your point, these are guys that you want to talk about getting buckets. That wasn't my job. That's not to say that I couldn't do it, but that wasn't my job. The offense was ran through the big man. I could still get buckets. But I want to get back to really quickly, Swiper, what you just brought up was about these guys not having any luck, right? These guys having luck. Let's not forget that Hakeem Olajuwon, who y'all know how I feel about Olajuwon. Olajuwon was ridiculously fortunate. The Seattle Supersonics showed the Houston Rockets the door 6 times in 8 years. You know the 2 years that the Houston Rockets, when they won the NBA championship, who did they not play? The number 1 seed Seattle Supersonics, who lost to Denver in round 1. And then the next year, they get bounced by the Lakers. The next year after that, in 1996, the 2-time defending NBA champions, you know who they lose to in the playoffs? Seattle sweeps them out of the playoffs. So you have to be fortunate in order to win. You have to have some
luck always matters.
So
next super chat.
Wait, Swap. This is gonna be really quick. Because not only that about Jordan, but you know what real talk don't want to admit, Chill, is in that first that three-peat the Lakers went on. What wings was Kobe facing in the finals?
Kerry Kittle.
Old ass Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he wasn't playing nobody either.
Kerry Kittles. Right, Tony Allen.
Nobody. But again, Richard Jefferson. Yeah, we know.
Aaron Rose.
That's what I'm saying. Like, boo, stinky.
Old ass Reggie Miller. Old ass Reggie Miller.
Boo.
No.
Yeah, the Lakers. The Lakers had a Fugazi finals too, and so did the Chicago Bulls. We know that.
Luck is coming.
Wait.
But no. We have to move on. Real talk. I have to move on. NP13 or NP134 now, $10 super chat. Why do people use 09 Wade? That's the 1 year season to represent Wade in its entirety. They do the same thing with 03 Mac, but that would be like me saying 19 Paul George is who he is as a player. Yeah, I still don't think that Wade was top 3 going away in either era, but respectfully, shout out to him. Appreciate that super chat. I disagree with real talk, but whatever. Jordan Reed _901 $10 super chat. Bucks and Giannis doesn't want to be the villain in this situation. Report just came out, but the Bucks are eyeing Levine, Monk, and Jeremy Grant so they can try to keep Giannis in Milwaukee.
They doing whatever they can to keep Giannis.
How do you feel about Giannis FC? Real talk. How do you feel about that?
I wasn't even paying attention to what you were saying. I was reading the chat. I'm not gonna lie. What you say?
The Bucks are eyeing Levine, Monk, and Jeremy Grant so they can keep Giannis in Milwaukee.
They're doing everything that they can.
Sure, I guess.
Everything that they can.
Levine would be cool.
It's a sinking ship, man.
Levine would be cool.
It's a sinking ship. It's time. It's time.
All right. Yeah, shout out. Appreciate that $10 super chat. Another $10 super chat. DSG Piccolo, $10. Scott Foster. Oh, heck no, Ox. Tell them ninjas not to turn the ball over in the clutch. JB had 10 points in the second half. In jail. In a box. FOH.
That's because Derek White's a bum.
A bum?
Bum.
Now it's Derek. Yeah, I'm about to say now it's Derek White. All right.
Oh man.
Hey, Ox, I see what you are.
You can argue he the core of the team.
I see what you are.
Oh, who? The core of what?
You can argue he's part of that core.
All right.
Oh Lord.
Patty Mahomes got next 9904. $2 super chat. Cade last night. Last 27 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Don't waste this season. What would wasting this season?
They're the number 1 seed. You're not wasting.
Yeah, I don't get that.
They're basically saying, chill, go get Laurie.
You and this Laurie market and stuff. Wow, yo.
Nah. They aren't good enough right now. I know they have a great record, but they're not better than the Knicks, unfortunately.
See, brother, that's where I got to disagree with you. Because I very much think they could get the series in a 7-game series, which we might end up seeing.
Not without Tim Hardaway Jr., you couldn't.
I don't have enough shot creation on your team.
I mean, that also that series could have went to 7.
They should have. You should have been up 3-1. I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, had it been a correct call, we could have seen possibly a different outcome of that series. However, speaking of this year, I think they can definitely bang with anybody in the East. And my only concern is them Western Conference teams. But luckily, I ain't got to worry about that.
All 6 of them.
Luckily, I ain't got to worry about that until we possibly get to the finals, if that were to happen. But
and scored 99 points yesterday.
What was that?
99 points. That was
99 points yesterday.
Hey, man. Kawhi was
rolling. I think I'm going to have major problems offensively.
K was in foul trouble, and yes, that's been an issue where we need.
K the last 2 weeks had some crazy foul situations.
Yeah, and these calls last night was tic-tac fouls. Come on now, anybody who's seen that game know those were some tic-tac calls that was being called on him. But I think that kind of opens up the conversation to a bigger issue of, yes, we need more scoring outside of Cade. But however, with the team that we have, they very much will be all right, man. I think this is a team that can compete with anybody, man, especially defensively. We see how tough they are. And a lot of these guys that people was laughing at me for earlier on in the season when I said Ivy's going to come back and I said Karis LeVert is coming off the bench, a lot of people laughed, but these guys are very, very helpful defensively. And this is what helps this team unite as a defensive group. So, hey, it's all ha and fun and games now, but number 1 seed, and we'll probably see the Knicks in the playoffs again.
Yeah, y'all can compete. Y'all aren't going to get blown off the court, but they're still going to beat you. But
Jalen Duren can turn that series for me, depending on how he handles Cat. But we'll see.
Another thing. That's another.
It's Christian.
He has to handle Mitchell Robinson, not just Cat.
True. Yeah. But then they'll make a trade. But they got the ultimate. They got the ultimate Bash brother off the bench, though. Shout out Stu. He's hitting threes now too. So maybe.
Yeah, Stu is that toughness.
He's built like a right defensive end, like Miles, and so he can probably make something happen. It's Christian $5 super chat. Yo, Ron, your man Trey having a tragic end to this New York Knicks rivalry. He looked A-word on Saturday. Now Atlanta making it more clear they don't want him. Where does he go? I tried to tell Ron. I tried to tell Ron in offseason, chill. It's wraps. It's over. No extension, chill.
Yeah.
That's like, just imagine, chill. I don't know if you ever heard of this. Some people do marriage contracts where they re-up every 4 to 7 years or something like that. Just imagine your wife, y'all, year 7, y'all got to re-up your marriage license. And she like,
no,
let's play this year out.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
That's a little crazy.
Let's see what it is. Year out.
What do you mean? What does that tell you?
We got 3 kids together. Year out.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
All right. And then next super chat, $5. Bob CD9YL, £5, I believe. Am I crazy for thinking Reed a better player than Trey? Dude is so nice. Also, shout out Jalen Duren. The Pistons need to move on from J. Cole.
Facts. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is kind of holding his team back. He did what he needed to do for us last year, but at this point, yeah, man, we got to try and get something in return for Tobias Harris. But I think also on the part of Jalen Duren, definitely a guy who's evolved his game. We see him make some mid-range jumpers now. We see him develop his post bag. And this is also going to be huge for the Pistons too, because, I mean, now he got a little bit more post work in him. So if you can give me 8, 12 points consistently, like just from some mid-range game or some post moves, I'll take it any day.
To be clear,
Reed Shepherd is not better.
He's not. Let's chill out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, let's chill out.
$5 super chat. Hello. Hey, do it. How did Adele say it? Real talk. Hello, it's me. Yeah, I love that song. One of the best songs of the 2010s, by the way. Adele, very underrated.
Adele. You said Adele. I'm like, who did you say? But yeah,
Adele.
Shout out to Adele. That's a Rich Paul girl.
Yeah, shout out Mrs. Paul.
Does that say Giannis on the 17 Warriors?
Yeah, who be the best team? Joker on 13 Heat or Giannis on 17 Warriors or Hakeem on
with Curry and KD? What the hell?
Oh
no, we know the answer to this. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade was diminished.
It's Hakeem on OKC.
Yeah, probably. Honestly,
nah, you made it clear earlier that you don't think Hakeem is that great. Y'all the only one here know Hakeem from y'all.
Hanging up in my room right now.
It's right behind him. It's right.
You said Dwayne Wade better than him.
So what? So what? He be flip flopping on his players. The only person I ever seen real talk be loyal to is Kobe. Kobe, the only person I ever seen real talk be only player I ever seen real talk be loyal to. He be flip flopping on them dudes.
Even when Kobe quit on his team in the Game 7, real talk be like facts. Tupac Westside 474 $5 super chat.
Anyway.
Y'all better get through the Scotty Price quick. Shout out to him, but y'all know how Penn's gonna be. Is he gonna be on tomorrow?
Yes.
I don't know, but I won't be.
Hey.
So.
I do wish we would have heard from him a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Mextreme me.
We read this one already. We read this one already.
Okay, I got you. Then we got DSG Piccolo, $5 super chat. Swiper, as I said before, Tyler Shuck coming for that offensive rookie of the year. Allen Hurts having a mid-off. Fact, Steelers more worried about the sack record than a win. Yeah, Josh Allen's been very mid this year. Jalen Hurts completed this many passes yesterday, Ox. Not 5.
0.
In the second half. Not 5, not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1. He completed 0 passes in the second half.
Can you justify that, Ox? As a quarterback, can you justify your quarterback not like imagine Phillip Rivers not complete? Imagine Phillip Rivers not completing a pass in an entire half.
Well, Phillip Rivers would never do that.
That's
Jalen Hurts,
yeah.
Jalen Hurts and Phillip Rivers are nowhere near the same.
Jalen Hurts is mid. That's kind of
Tyler Shuck had 333 passing yards yesterday. By the way, he and Chris Olave were.
Saquon carried Jalen Hurts to a Super Bowl, and now y'all act like y'all expect.
Jalen Hurts was great in that Super Bowl, respectfully, but Saquon was
in that Super Bowl. I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, I like Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts back when they gave Tua his job in Alabama. I like Jalen Hurts. All I'm saying is he not who y'all think he is. Shout out to Jalen Hurts though.
He's cool. You know who Jalen Hurts is? He's the Jaylen Brown of the NFL. Backpacked by his great team.
All right.
Played great in the pivotal games.
Dude
Dude
Maylocks, $5 super chat. It's big news for Kawhi Leonard to have a big game like this because they're very rare. James Harden and Luka score 55 like it's.
James Harden and Luka are never been better than Kawhi Leonard. How about that?
Okay. $5 super chat, DSG Piccolo. Ox Kawhi was 7-20 versus the Blazers. Unethical too. Give Brook Lopez his credit. Him and Harden deserve more credit for that win.
Brook Lopez is definitely
fine. Yeah. Brook did his thing that game, but Kawhi was busting Tumani ass just like Jaylen Brown was yesterday.
Yeah, busting him for the.
By the way, the year that Kawhi Leonard won a championship, Harden was better than him.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But he was.
He wasn't. All that weak ass foul baiting and falling all over the ground. That shit ain't about nothing. Talking about real hoop. Talking about real hoop. Not that sucker shit they praise in the NBA. We talking about real basketball.
Howdy 789 $5 super chat. Swiper is spitting. Winter chilling. Real talk and have the same energy for AD. He's missed so many games in the Mavs and he's been mid for him. We talked about that for a whole 30 minutes today.
Respect AD, man.
Nah, man, stop doing that. Stop protecting people when they do that to you, brother. Let giving them the same energy back. Ain't that
I'm
how
not
it goes?
protecting them. It's about Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis
care about
this year too. Like it's fine
about.
to say that as well. The Mavericks will tell you that.
That's like what I was saying earlier, Swiper. That's why I didn't really want to get into it, but Chill and Real Talk forced me to because this don't got nothing to do with me. This is about Kawhi Leonard.
You were the one doing all the talking.
This is about Kawhi Leonard.
Brother.
What the hell?
I didn't want to though. I tried not to.
Said that you didn't want
but
to
they kept hating.
You did all the talking.
They baited me into it and I fell for it.
We didn't say nothing.
Y'all was hating.
We got next super chat.
Anybody. I love Jaylen Brown.
Go ahead. As you were saying, Swipe. I apologize.
Yeah. Next super chat. We got Real Talk King Forever. $5 super chat. Light Ticket says it's Kawhi Leonard. He the dude who don't do his homework, skips school just because he showed up for a final. He wants an A in class.
Exactly.
I can relate.
Real talk. Who on PC of everybody on PC is most likely the one who didn't do his homework and would show up on the last day of a group project to get credit for it? Who's the person on PC you think did that and most likely did it?
That's easy. That's so easy.
Peyton cares too much about stuff to do that. Swiping you as well.
This is real easy.
It's just Ron.
Yeah.
It's Ron.
Did he cheat off of you? Did he cheat off of you?
Nah, me and Ron never had no classes together.
This is definitely
well, you were in the. Man, I'm about to say something crazy, bro. Shout out.
Nah,
y'all wasn't in the same. No. It's because of Ox. Ox was in the good classes. Ron was in the them De La Salle programs. But you know, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
All right. Next up, another $5 super chat, Mr. Aboriginal 2626 $5. Last night proved that the Pistons need a second option. MPJ to the Pistons. I don't know about Loriox. Also, we need to talk about JB in Boston, top 5 shooting guard in the league.
Top 5, but don't disrespect Jaylen Brown like that. That's the best shooting guard in the NBA.
It's not better than Ed. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta
that's a little crazy. On the other note,
and know what's up.
I'd take MPJ to Detroit. I don't think he would be that much of a financial burden. Also, we could use some more shooting, so I would always take that. However, I still
maybe one of the trades we were proposed in Denver when his stock wasn't as high. We like for Tobias Harris and like I can't remember what it was at the time, but like the last option. So it'd be funny to see how everything's changed a year later.
Hey, you know what? Chill. I'm curious about something because we talked about this before, like earlier in the season, and there was no trade value. Is it possible that the Clippers could trade Kawhi Leonard now?
Yes. That value has definitely
not for that.
You might not be able to get a lot for him, but you could definitely get more for him than you could 2 months ago.
By the way, one buddy, Chill's best friend, who's been off of Chill's neck because he getting stepped on lately. Nothing crazier than going to see Bad Bunny with another man. Do you know how many women be at these events, dude? That's what I'm telling y'all. Chill was with me. Buddy don't know.
Even entertain this dude, man. He sucks.
Like, bro.
No, but the thing is, it's one thing. It's one thing when you go for the ladies. It's another thing when you listening about Bad Bunny screaming, talk about, oh my God, it's Bad Bunny.
Sucks,
you know what I'm saying? Shake your hips and shit. You know what I mean? It's different.
Which is exactly what Swiper was doing. By the way.
Hey, guess who else I was shaking my hips for? Guess who else I was shaking my hips for? Selena.
I don't want
Selena. And so when Selena come on,
I don't want to know why your hips.
It's one thing. It's one thing when Swiper show up with them little ass shorts he be wearing, working out in and shit, shaking his shit.
Y'all love talking about my legs.
Screaming for Bad Bunny.
I'm starting to notice something.
No, you got me. You be showing too much thigh meat.
I'm starting to notice something.
You can't show all that thigh meat at the Bad Bunny concert.
I'm starting to notice that the men with cankles. Y'all like talking about my legs.
Who got cankles?
You. Oh, damn. You. Ox, you walk. Wait, Ox. Chill. Wait. Remember, real talk. You ever seen Ghostbusters 2? Remember the Michelin Man when he was walking through New York? That's how Ox walk.
Hey, Swiper, next time I see you, I want to race.
I want to race.
We do. Nah, don't give me no head start. I want to do 100. I want to do 100 meters. I want to do a 400 meter. I want that.
100.
Yes. I want both of them.
Oh wow.
Good luck, brother. Good luck,
we
brother.
Need footage.
Hey, buddy, I would call you petite, but I know you're built like the figure 8. So, like, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, dude. We'll move on next time.
Swiper got a 12-minute mile time talking about some cankles.
I just did a what you call it?
Nigga, that's not yours.
What you talking about? There's a picture of me online with it. Look at you. You be hating, bro.
You just did what? What you just do?
I'm in the Tough Mudder. I'm doing the Tough Mudder stuff while you sitting at home on the couch.
No, what you just do? What you just do? What's that? What you just do?
That was it's an age. It was an age run walk in Atlanta. Age run walk.
Walk.
No, I ran mine. I don't like walking. I don't like walking.
You ran the whole
I know you don't like walking because your thighs get to chafing.
But you got to remember, I do cardio like every day. So like, I mean, I'm not a runner. I'm not gonna act like I'm a runner, but I run. Run is not that hard for me.
Raisins are good, Swipe. I like raisins.
I don't like raisins all that much, personally. They do look. Your knees remind me of raisins, though. How ashy and crumpled they look.
Focus, come on, man. Come on, yo.
Next super chat, we got Nims Knows Ball $5. The Kawhi segment was awesome. Let's just yell and never talk about the game. Incredible work.
Hey man, You know why we can't ever just talk about Kawhi's game is because Ox come up here, he gets so defensive, bro. All we wanted to do was just talk about how
awesome he was yesterday.
Exactly.
How awesome
Detroit
he was
walked
yesterday.
into the game and
Let's
slept
do
on
that.
a little bit. And he caught them off guard, and so he had a great game. We could have talked about that, but
that's where we got away from the game because you said to caught him off guard. That's where we got away from the game.
I'm saying he caught us off guard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With his
that little ass boy cannot guard Kawhi Leonard.
See, this what I'm talking about.
All right.
I thought
Cowboy Bob $2 super chat. Wade or Clyde go to New York.
Wade.
Wade.
Well, don't just say it like that. Clyde Drexler was insane, by the way. I don't want to be disrespectful.
What does Clyde Drexler do better than Dwayne Wade?
Flies through the air for one. Jeffrey $2 super chat. Ox really out here.
Have to explain, Swipe.
No, it's 2:03. We don't have time. $2 super chat. You over here twerking and whatnot for Kawhi earlier. We would have had more time.
Twerking for bad money.
Ox. And guess what? With some ladies next to me too. Ox really out here talking down on the game, hating on the game.
Man, if niggas is weak, I'm gonna call them weak. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I'm sorry.
Hey man,
next
shout out.
Chat.
Next super chat. Red Hood 6378 $5 super chat. Nah, man, just keep Kyrie and retool. Just trade AD to whatever team wants it, preferably for Laurie or for Jalen. Probably Johnson, I'm imagining.
I love how these guys think that these teams are just going to hand over their guys. They're not. They are not.
Especially not for Anthony Davis.
Yes, they're not just doing that.
Yeah, who wants Anthony Davis right there, though? Crow Legend 23, 249 pounds. I don't know what this is. Hey, real talk. Me and Homeboy are arguing between Herb Jones and Jonathan Isaac for the Lakers. I think Jonathan Isaac can help us more. I think Magic is wasting them.
Yeah, no, Herb Jones is the better player.
Well, they won't be getting either, so I got to worry about that. Floyd made Connor real read this words 6016. I can't remember. $5 super chat. Man, that Giannis issue, I love in Bob. Man, Giannis on the Cavs would be nasty though. So trade him for Mobley.
Yes,
of course. Any day of the week. Mr. What's it -001 Henry $5. Yeah, right. Mars is on a sabbatical in this room. He's in a food coma with 3 boxes of pizza, Jamaican beef patty wrappers, and a Diet Pepsi all around.
That's crazy.
Gotta get the Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, I think Mars is more on a sabbatical, taking a walk around the nation, bringing peace to the world. Sauce Balls 3221 $5 super chat. Aside from on Giannis, who is a player you guys think that needs to be traded from their team the most out of Trae Young, Zion, Ja, and LaMelo?
Well, it's obvious that they're moving on from Zion. I mean, he's in the rotation now. He went from being a starter to being in the rotation. So, yeah.
Ja Morant, because he just sucks now. So maybe a change of scenery will help. I don't know.
Goon King or Real Talk King Forever, rather, $5 super chat. Chill.
Stop
Don't your
that's Real Talk King.
That
forever.
is you.
That's
Do you see that picture? Never mind.
That.
Chill. Don't
that's
your 49ers.
A white man in that picture.
You sure that's not? Chill. Don't your 49ers live off of stuff from the Stone Age? Abraham Lincoln was signing the Emancipation at halftime the last Niners Super Bowl win.
It's interesting, though. We've been in the bowl game, 4 times in the last 10 years? Yeah, we've been in the bowl since 2013.
4? Is it 4?
Yeah, I think 4 or 5. I think
2013 Ravens.
Yeah, 4 or 5
you played
times.
versus the
Kansas
Chiefs
City twice. Yeah, Kansas
Chiefs
City twice. So 3 times we've been in the bowl game. And we've been in the NFC Championship game 5 times. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Real Talk is definitely the person you're referencing in that post, y'all, in the chat.
That is not me at all.
You know, every time a man denies it harder, usually means he did it. So Real Talk, keep it up. Keep it up.
You trying to put that
Big Da Vinci YouTube $2 super chat. Is Jokic and Luka not better than Magic? Be real. No, what Real Talk would say.
Luka not better than Magic right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic is, but
let's see here. $2 super chat. Floyd made Connor read this word again. 16 $2. Time to start teaching the youth. That's about the Atlanta thing running through Atlantic City. I don't know. I don't know what's happening sometimes. Outcast 00 member 23 months. Salute panel. W Chill. Real Talk. New guy in black pen. Elron. By the way, shout out.
Are you black pen?
I think
no.
So.
It was Manny.
Oh, no, Manny was a new guy.
Manny was new guy. Yeah, Swipe is black pen.
Yeah. One buddy became a YouTube member. We already don't have enough one buddies. Can we resend that? Produced by P /KS4SL. Member for 17 months. Cade and Kawhi conversing a lot after the game. Kawhi to Detroit.
Is there something there?
Yeah. Kyrie and Kevin Durant in the tunnel during the All-Star game? Maybe.
Is there
If
something
your
there?
franchise trades for Kawhi Leonard in big 2026, you need to fire that GM immediately. Without questions asked, it needs to be.
What if your franchise Ox traded for a diminished Luka Doncic? Should they be fired as well? All right. Quan 103, member for 29 months.
Yeah, that was good.
Ox Katie ain't worried about that geriatric weak knee nappy braid mute.
Oh, wow.
We had 50 in playoff games, closeout games, not meaningless regular season. Sound like you got cooked, Ox. Void Century, YouTube. Member for 13 months. We need, not gonna lie, we need a Real Talk Swipe and Damo show. I will be the host of that show. I would rather play the host in that role. I would let Real Talk and Damo, the brother from another, I'll let them go at it. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you want to be the host because you don't want to get cooked like you be getting cooked on here.
Real talk. I've been rattled. Your new name is Goon King on Player's Choice.
That's
and,
not
people
my
know
new
that.
name.
It is chat.
That's the name.
I want you to do this. Let me see. I got you. Put Goon King in the chat. Real talk is Goon King in the chat. Do it right now. Watch how many people say it. Bryce Lawson, member for 15 months. Take the under on Paulo points. Scotty about to lock him up. Paulo was nasty versus the Nuggets the other day. He sucked, but shout out to him. Pin, shout out to the great Pin, member for 15 months. Scotty Barnes is better than your favorite player.
He's
for a lot
not,
of people.
but...
No, he isn't, but okay. He is not,
Facts,
but all right.
Facts. Cheese gifted 20 Players Choice membership. Thank you so much, Cheese. We really appreciate that. Shout out Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn 8497 member for 29 months. The Nets, a serious team with the healthy Cam Thomas. I actually think they're better without Cam Thomas, but they just beat the Wolves the other day, by the way. And MPJ went crazy.
Cam Thomas scored 28 points in like 18 minutes.
He a bucket. I don't think there's anybody who will argue that.
Yep. And then we got Derek Kincaid, 7948. Became a YouTube member. Shout out to you. Appreciate it. And then we got Floyd Made Connor, read this word, 6016, became a YouTube member. Might want to change up that.
Floyd Made handle. Connor, eat his words.
Eat his words. Okay.
Hey, Swipe, you seeing these bunnies in the chat? I wonder what that's about.
What does bunny mean? What does that mean?
It's the goofy dude that you read his chat, the one buddy dude, the goofy dude. Yeah, that dude.
Oh no, it's multiple people.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
He's the one who said everybody put bad bunnies in the chat. Like he's that dude. Like
what's the bunny and the rabbit? What does that mean though?
It's just bunny. That's all it is.
What does it mean though? Real talk, can you explain it?
Because like you are a Bad Bunny guy and you go to Bad Bunny concerts and it's
and you also like white women. But another conversation for another day.
You mean Ox?
No, you.
What I got to do with this?
Because there's one person up here with allegations.
You go snowboard.
By the way, real talk. Well, you know what? Real talk. Love is love because some of us like women, some of us like others. And shout out to you, real talk. Last one. I'll just go underscore. You member for 17 months. Shout out Harden. Thank y'all so much. This is the Player's Choice. Y'all know what time it is. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Chill. Thank you, Ox. Thank you, Goon King. See y'all on the other side.
You're welcome.
Later, fellas.
Shout out.